And like I remember going to visit him and then seeing this and being like, I can do this way better.
Yeah.
You know, just not knowing shit about growing really, indoor wise. I was like, just the setup of the grow, the construction wise, like it just looked like shit. And I was like, I can build this way better than this and do a better job.
Yeah.
And that's what planted the seed.
What's up, gang? Welcome back to the Good Pizza Podcast. I'm the host, Jade. We'll welcome you to come to our table, break some bread with us, smoke some good tree with us, and talk good pizza. The show is all about our journeys with the beautiful cannabis plant, where it's taken us, how our paths intertwine, and where we're going. Today, we got a very special guest. The gentleman to the right of me has been, he's been coast to coast like Space Ghost. Skateboarder, trapper, and cultivator. He's been getting busy for the last 7 years in the garden, which is very impressive because he grows some of the nicest AAA deps I've ever seen or smoked. He has a beautiful farm up in Grass Valley and is well known up on the hill for doing good business, helping the community, and growing some good fucking pizza. He's one of my skater homies, and not to mention he's nice as fuck. Please welcome my friend Jade from Buck Mountain Cannabis. How you doing, my friend? It's good, brother. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So I'm excited, bro. It's your first episode, first interview.
First time off the hill.
First time off the hill, taking you out the cuts, man. Let's fucking dive in. So, got to start with the story behind the story, bro. Like, what was young Jade like before the cannabis, before the skateboarding? Like, where did it start, bro?
You know, I was born in Green Bay, just north of San Francisco, up in Marin County.
Okay.
You know, my parents split up when I was around 5, and then we went up to Upstate New York.
Nice.
Which is literally upstate, as in 30 minutes from the border. The
By
reservation.
Canada. Okay.
There's an Indian reservation there, Mohawk reservation, half in Canada, half in the U.S.
Oh, wow.
So that was like a hub.
Okay.
So that's where all the BCs were coming through, like heavy.
Okay.
So we moved up there, and then, I was like 5, 6 years old. And then my mom met this guy, Bruce, who was, you know, mountain man, farm boy, fucking guerrilla grower, like savage dude, really.
I like it.
And then they were together for a long time. Like, that's when cannabis really, I would say, became evident in my life. Like, my mom obviously always smoked, my dad.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
So she met this guy, Bruce, and then the first time that I like think back of cannabis as, you know, being something other than just a plant that was there, you know, part of life, was actually my mom got snitched on.
Damn.
So yeah,
bro.
one of her friends got jealous or something like that, snitched on her, told her that like, hey, you know, she's got a bunch of weed, she's growing weed and all this shit.
Damn, was
at
she?
the time? Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At the time, we were living on a shitty ass trailer, you know, middle of nowhere, dirt road, no running water.
Oh, damn, bro.
No running water.
Dugging it.
Dude, white trash, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
Literally had to walk a quarter mile down the street to get water from a spring. Bathed in the river and shit. Like,
you're a river rat.
Yeah, river
so was I, dude. So was I.
We were bathing in the river. And then, anyway, she snitches on my mom. The fucking state police show up, border patrol, because it's literally 25 minutes from the Canadian border.
Right.
And then the fucking EPA people came. So, you know, they come, they raid her. I remember them going in the house, grabbing all kinds of shit, coming out with like High Times magazines, like ghetto fucking bongs and shit that like maybe Bruce or my mom made, something like that.
Yeah, nothing
And then
crazy.
behind the couple rows of corn, she had maybe 5 or 6 plants. And they were just,
shit?
Yeah, just
Nothing.
normal. And that was like just normal. You know, like I didn't think nothing of it. And then seeing these people show up, put me on the hood of the cop car, cuff my mom up, do all that, start carrying shit out the house. And that's when I realized, like, cannabis is definitely not a normal thing.
Yeah,
This is definitely nothing to be fucking with.
Yeah, man. How old were you at this time?
Like 6.
Oh, damn.
So I was real young.
Yeah, that's rough.
And, like, I have memories of it, but I've heard the story so many times from my mom and shit that it's, like, really burned in my head.
Yeah,
It's the first time that, like, I have a story with weed.
That was a fucking early one, bro.
Yeah. So that's, like, how that all came to be in my mind of, like, you got to move different with this plant. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't something that should be shared, shouldn't be talked about.
Yeah, bro.
It was just something to just know is there, but don't give any attention to.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that happened. She ended up fucking doing weekends in jail, bro.
Damn.
So, like, she would literally go to jail for the fucking weekend and then be out for the week, which is crazy.
Man.
You know, so that went on for like a year or so. And then just living upstate, fucking doing a lot of guerrilla growing with Bruce. You know, go to state land, put some plants out, check them 2 weeks later, pull the males. And, like, you'd have to walk We'd walk for an hour to get to the patches.
Ooh.
And like a lot of the times they were next to rivers.
Yeah.
Way deep off the country back roads.
Yep.
Around like you'd want it to be hard to get to.
So
like some of the best ones that I remember were literally we had to crawl through like blackberry patches to get to a spot where you could grow.
They don't got blackberries out here, do they?
Yeah, they got blackberries, all kinds of berries all over the place. But like huge wild bushes, and you have to like walk and get your way through it, and then that's where we would plant. So he'd start them in his basement, 5-gallon buckets, take them out there, chop the bottom off, dig it in a little bit, and then just leave it.
Okay.
Wouldn't have to go check on it. The ground was just fertile enough that you didn't have to fertilize it.
Oh, so good.
Enough moisture, I imagine, just in the ground.
Yeah.
That you didn't have to do shit, but pull the males and make sure that nobody came and ripped them. Because that was like a big thing too, is people would go around and you drive down the back roads and you just be looking off to the side looking for trails.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Trying to see where some shit looked a little bit disturbed.
Yeah.
To go back and see, somebody might have a patch back
shaking. Yep.
Yeah. So that was kind of the childhood.
Hey, how old were you when you were doing that?
From fucking 7, 8 all the way till I was like 13.
Oh, damn, bro.
So, he always had plants in the basement. Fucking swamp monster, duckfoot were like the two main ones.
These strains?
I don't know so much as like specific the strains, but yeah, it was strains. Duckfoot is definitely a famous strain.
Those are cool names, man. It goes back to how cool the fucking names were back in the day, bro.
Yeah, and the duckfoot is because literally it looks almost OGKB-ish.
Okay.
With like that, and it's got webbed between the leaves.
Oh,
so the
no
leaves
shit.
only split at the end. So like
Really?
it looks like a duckfoot, literally.
The whole way through.
The whole way through. And why they liked it is because when you're growing out there guerrilla style, they fucking fly the choppers and shit. And that leaf pattern and shit looks a little bit different.
It does, bro.
So
holy shit, man.
So like when you're flying above and you look down, the cannabis is such a vibrant green versus like the evergreens and all the other trees and shit that it would stand out a lot.
Yeah.
And then the swamp monster, I don't know where they got the name from, honestly.
But
it was
name.
a beast.
What was the terps like? Or you were even smoking back then?
No,
right.
No, it was not smoking.
Wasn't nobody you weren't paying attention to terps at 7?
Yeah, like I've had it since though, like 2009 is the last time I seen it.
Okay.
And it was very sour.
Sour, like a sour D, or just a sour terp?
More of a sour, like a sour diesel, but more of a lime green, like a New York diesel.
Got it.
Like more of a lime green.
Yep.
And I never saw it indoor, so I never really saw like how it grew, if it got all dense and popcorn like the New York City diesel was.
Sure.
But it was just sour as fuck.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. So then doing that all the way up until I was 13, they separated. And then I moved to Florida, and that's when the skateboarding really kicked in.
So you're in high school at this point, right? About 13,
No,
14,
like
middle
8th
school?
grade.
Okay,
8th
cool.
Grade. 8th grade, moved to Florida,
Nice.
started skateboarding.
Whereabouts in Florida did you live?
Orlando.
Orlando, cool.
Yeah, it was all right. It was like, I didn't really feel like I had much of a childhood, because like that whole time we were doing all that, all I did was work.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? So like from working on the farm, putting in hay, shoveling shit, picking stones from the field, that kind of shit.
So there wasn't like sleepovers with your friends and video games.
There was
night
cousins,
and shit.
and then like stuff like that. There was here and there, but not really too much.
Yeah.
Like I was pretty much a child fucking slave, kind of.
Wow. Bro.
But like
you had a different life, bro.
Yeah,
For real.
it really. Like when I say my life kind of all cultivated to become a cannabis grower.
Yeah, dog, I get it.
Being around it, and then being with Bruce all the time, he taught me everything construction. Electrical, plumbing, drywall, everything.
That's all you need to know, bro.
So like by the time I even moved to Florida, I had like a solid work history already.
Yeah.
As a kid, which is kind of crazy to say. But all my cousins are like that too.
No shit.
Like as growing up on a farm, you're way more capable.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So you learn to live off the land at a young age.
Well, not even the land, just
DNA.
machinery, tools,
Yeah.
the way plumbing works, electrical works, just the fucking workings of an actual anything mechanical.
Yeah.
It really gave me a foundation. And then I moved to Florida, started skateboarding.
Nice.
Did that up until 2008. And like in that period, I started trapping, started with a pound of eggs.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so like the first actual time I started selling weed, my buddy Super, shout out Super.
Super?
Yep.
Shout out.
What'd he do? I think he sold his Xbox and bought me a QP of rigs for like $200.
What a friend.
Yeah. So like Me and Paul, shout out Paul. You met him.
Yo, shout out Paul, man. So you know Paul from down there.
Yeah, from back
then.
then.
You guys go back,
we met at the
bro.
skate park when I was like probably 13 or 14.
That's the homie, man. Shout out to Paul, man. Yeah. We miss you, dog.
Yeah, and it was me and him fucking breaking down the regs brick, using a textbook from school to like tap it and the seeds would run down, packing Nick bags.
Oh, you know it.
I don't even know if we were weighing them. I think we were just straight.
Nah, we just stuffing them, man.
So that's kind of how it got started. Went from
how old were you then?
Like 15.
15, cool.
Yeah, like 15. Then started moving QPs, and then I met Black Mike. And then after I met this dude, Black Mike, he started giving me pounds for like $500-$600.
Let's go.
So dude, like I used to have to go to the hood,
bro.
Yeah, I used to have to go to the hood. This place called Timber Scan.
Okay.
Which is like literally the ghettoest place I ever been to. Like boarded up windows. Half of the apartments were fucking crime scene taped.
Yeah,
and I used to go in there, you know, a little white skater boy pulling up. And then what really got me in with them is I pulled up bumping one of the new Lil Wayne mixtapes. You know, like one of the fucking Dat Piff downloads.
Oh, Dat Piff. You know shout out Dat Piff.
So then they were like, yo, you need to get up in here. You need to download this shit for us, burn us some CDs. So they had a computer and shit. Literally, they had a couch, coffee table, TV, and a computer. You know, the rest was trap house.
Straight trap, yeah.
So like me and my homie go up in there, start downloading music for him. And that kind of got us in with them.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, and then that's like kind of got me into the flow of selling weed. And then, of course, I wanted to smoke the better shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd search out the Crippy, or the Larry, we would call it.
I was about to say, what's up with the Crippy, man?
Yeah, so that's after I started making some money on the regs. I was like, well, shit, I'm going to sell the regs and buy the good shit for myself.
You damn right.
Yeah, and back then it was just Crippy.
What do we think Crippy was? Was it a haze?
The strain-wise, I couldn't even tell.
I loved it, bro.
Because we called anything fire Crippy. Anything that was 25, 50 an eighth or 30,
Oh,
60.
so it wasn't a specific, it was just goods.
No, it was just, you know, you got some Crippy. Or you got some Larry, is what we would say.
Which was Larry, bro?
Dude, I don't even know. Just another fucking name.
Just named the Larry.
Yeah,
I love
just
it.
really good. You got the Larry. But the first strains, obvious Florida ones were the Juicy Fruit and the Mango. Those two.
Yeah, I've been hearing about the Juicy Fruit. I've had it once or twice, bro. Yeah.
Juicy Fruit was fire as fuck. Real bubble gum, real candy, kind of.
Yeah, man.
And then the Mango was one of the first ones that I was like, holy shit. The strain can actually like...
resemble a mango?
Yeah, like a fruit, and then it has come through on the taste as well.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, shit, there's a lot more to weed than this fucking brown regs with seeds that gives you a headache. Mm-hmm. And then I started like searching out the flavors.
Okay. Now we start flavor chasing. What year is this?
I started getting the Crippy probably around 17. You know, end of 16, early 17. Like age. So 06, 07.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2006, 2007 is when I started grabbing the Crippy. And, you know, this whole time I'm skateboarding. I had some sponsors. And I was riding for a skate shop called Covert Skate Shop. Shout out Covert Skate Shop, Tommy Mott. That really helped structure my childhood more to keep me out of trouble. Because before that, I was fighting. I was going crazy. I got expelled in the 4th and 7th grade.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Just I was a bad kid.
A little scrappy
a lot
little
of anger,
fucker, weren't
bro,
you?
A lot of fucking anger.
Yeah, man. You had that childhood.
Well, yeah, and I skipped over all the bad shit. You know, I just said the cool shit about the weed and those experiences.
Yeah.
You know? Like, there was one time, like, we were at the sawmill, which was, like, the cover for these guys. It was, like, a sawmill out in the woods, cutting down cherry trees and shit. Mm-hmm. And that was obviously their front. And, like, something went down. They grabbed me, put me in the basement, threw me in a safe on fucking shoe boxes of money. Like, literally a big-ass, huge safe, threw me in the safe on shoe boxes of money. I was down there for, it seemed like a long time, probably 20 minutes. But then, like, pulled me out. Everything was all crazy. Had somebody came pick me up, got me out of there. Like, a lot of weird shit like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was probably 9 at the time. Something like that.
Damn, son. How big was this fucking safe, bro?
Just a big-ass
old gun
safe with the fucking,
the spinny thing?
Yeah, the pirate ship fucking on the front of it.
Yeah.
Big one of those.
Damn, bro.
Like, a lot of traumatic shit like that happened.
Yo, you do that to a 9-year-old kid, that's fucking traumatic as hell, bro.
Yeah, because, like, no explanation, nothing. Grabbed me, brought me downstairs, put me in there.
They thought you stole something? Made some phone calls, figured out it wasn't you?
I couldn't. No. Somebody had came. There was a dispute between, I think, probably the natives and then probably Bruce and the other guys that were involved. Because I'm pretty sure it was the natives that came that were maybe wanting their money or something. Because the whole thing up there in upstate New York is it all comes through the reservation, which is half in Canada, half in the U.S. You know, and the SNY is the Canadian side.
Interesting.
So people are running it across the St. Lawrence River on snowmobiles, boats, driving it across like the unregulated border crossings and shit.
Yeah.
Straight fucking ghillie suiting it. You know, like
shit.
you seen that shit on Netflix, Cannabis Kid?
Nah, I want to though.
There's a Netflix movie called Cannabis
shit.
Kid that's from, I think, Maine or something like that, where they were doing
I'm
it.
to write that down. Cannabis Kid.
Yeah, but it's actually like a similar setup that they were doing. So I think the natives just wanted their money or something, and then slid over and they threw my ass in a safe.
The natives did?
No.
Yeah, man. Oh, they were trying to hide you.
Yeah, they hid me.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. So like a lot of shit like that went down, and then they split up. Florida skateboarding, worked my way to Crippy, and then skateboarding I would say is what really gave me the network and the connections to keep building myself up.
Skateboard community is so dope, bro.
So like
I'm
that
super connected.
Saved my life, would keep me out of trouble.
Good, man.
And also gave me the network to sell weed to make money to survive.
That's right.
Like weed has given me everything I've ever had. Like,
Same here,
hands
bro.
down. It's given me everything. It's given my family, my friends, my kids.
Same here, bro.
It's like
it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So then, through skateboarding, I started getting the Crippy. I met a plug, dude named Nugget.
Nugget.
Yeah, this dude was like fucking 5'3", 5'4", short little skater dude, Puerto Rican guy, and he had the chronic.
Yeah, he did.
We used to go over there after the skate park. I'd buy an eighth, do a thing, and then I started, buying a quarter, selling 3/8 for 30, and then getting the rest for my 3 half-eighths for 30 or whatever I would do, and then be able to have like a half-eighth for free.
I was doing the math. I'm like,
yeah, 3 half-eighths, what I'm saying, and then the fucking fourth one I keep for myself.
There you go.
And then eventually he's like, damn, you're doing this all the time. Here's a pound. So he gave me a pound, fronted me that shit.
Saw
I moved
that
it
coming.
in, literally first pound of Crippy I got, I moved it in like 2 days. And then he was like, oh, here's another one.
And these were in grams were like $20, right?
Yeah. It was, so the basic structure back then would have been either 25.50 or 30.60. 25 half-eighth, 50 for an eighth. That was like average Crippy.
Okay.
30.60 was that top-notch shit.
Okay.
Mango, the juicy fruit.
Gotcha.
There was this stuff called Window, which was like, a Window was definitely a TK, like a Triangle Kush, Florida Kush type of cut.
Okay.
Yeah, and that shit was stupid fire. But, worked up from a pound, and then he started throwing me, one day he dropped off a 5-gallon bucket with 5 pounds in it. And I was like, all right. So at this point, I was like, fuck. I got 5 pounds now. I got hella people coming in and out. I knew I had a lot of traffic. So I was like,
where you staying, bro? Your parents' crib? Mom's?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Mom's crib. My mom, have you met her yet?
No, I have not.
No, yeah. You'll see her at the farm one day. But she's OG as they come. She was moving shit too.
Reminds me of my mom.
Like she'd sit there and she'd sell ounce to her friend here, ounce to her friend there.
Oh, yeah.
She'd smoke for free.
Oh, yeah.
Come up in the room, knock on the door. She'd stick her head in. Everybody knew to just pass her the blunt.
Bro.
Let her hit it.
Yo,
hand
that's
it back.
the same as my mom, bro.
Bye,
Shout
guys.
out to
Have
your
a good
moms,
night.
bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. She just like, come hit the blunt and then go back to her room.
My mom would go like this. She'd be like, hey. And she'd do this and well, give it to her, man.
Oh, the friends that don't realize?
Yeah, they don't know. I'm like,
yeah,
give it to her, fool. It's moms, man.
Everybody learned quick, and then she's
great.
been like, she's an OG. She's still to this day. She's still OG.
Fucking getting it, bro.
Yeah, doing her
They
thing.
don't change, man. The real ones, come on, man.
Like her and Bruce, they used to traffic a lot of shit. So the way they used to do it is they do caravans, from the res all the way down, stop in all the major cities, and usually end up in Daytona. And then by doing that, they'd have like a 3-car train. The first one would have the work.
Yep.
The second 2 were for a smash.
Smashes, yeah.
Yeah, and distraction.
Yep, smash and
The first
distraction.
one gets pulled, the second one smashes the cop car. If that don't work, the third one does it.
Yep.
And I used to love doing it because we'd stop at Waffle House. We'd stop at
yeah.
McDonald's. We stop at all the fucking food places that I never got to have.
Yep.
And I got fucking spoiled that 5-day drive down the East Coast.
Because they know they're getting bread.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, man.
Exactly. So, like, they had, like, a painting company that was the front and shit, and they just drive it down with, like, a van and a fucking tow behind shit. And,
Fucking money, bro.
so, that's back when...
Did it ever have to do a little smash?
No, not that I know of.
Nice.
Not at all. When I was there or not, I've never heard of anything.
Yes, sir.
So
I know that whole get down. I used to pay people to follow me all the time, bro.
On the East Coast, you got to move different.
You gotta move different.
And I think that's why, like, to this day, I've had a couple of run-ins with the law, but I don't have any actual convictions. I've had the arrest and the charges, but I've never been convicted of anything.
Yeah.
And it's a lot to do with, keeping your mouth shut and not letting people know what you're doing, too. Because, like, when I got that 5 pounds, I put it in a cubby under the fucking stairs, and I only had like a half a pound out at a time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only very few people knew I had anything more than that. And like, it was good.
That's need to know basis.
Yeah, because, dude, I've had people running my shit. You know, I had a bunch of dudes come in, guns, fucking, literally my mom standing there, get the fuck out of my house, looking these dudes right in their shit. One dude's got a hammer, like, threatening to whack her upside her shit with it.
Jeez.
And, like, just crazy shit like that.
Mom don't fold, bro.
Yeah, and Orlando, like, people don't know, but Orlando is pretty ghetto. You know, when it comes to, like,
Florida
the
got some
crime and
hoods,
shit.
bro.
Dude, there's literally a street called Division.
Mm-hmm.
And on the fucking east side of Division is nice. On the west side, it's shit.
No shit.
Literally, bro.
Be like that, man.
And it's getting gentrified now. You know, it is. But it was really kind of a rough place to grow up, you know, trapping and all that stuff. I definitely been robbed a couple times, you know, growing up, but never got taken for anything more than like an ounce.
Okay.
You know, I had the 5 pounds in a bucket in the closet hidden. They never got that.
Nice.
You know, they fucking had a couple people try, but never really got, never took any big L's.
Good.
Just did that.
Good. You learned how to move militant at a very young age, bro.
Yeah, yeah. With that whole shit happening when I was like 6, it really realized like, okay, this isn't for everybody. This is kind of like a thing just for us. You know, and I realized that it was kind of funding our lifestyle. You know, I always realized like, you know, come October, November, you know what I'm saying?
Shit was real nice around the house. Good vibes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we'd go do something, you know what I'm saying?
We'd
like
go do some shit, yeah.
After he'd pull the outside crops, you know, it's fucking there'd be trash bags of just fresh leaves around the house, so the whole house would have this smell of like fresh dried cannabis leaves, and
you'd be like, "Well,
right
it's almost time for Christmas." Yeah.
Right
It was like a
Christmas.
Christmas smell. That's
I ain't never get shit for Christmas, but you know, we ate
damn,
good.
bro.
We ate good.
That's right. That's right.
We ate good for a
yeah,
little
bro.
bit. Yeah, so trying to think where we're at now.
All right, so boom, we're at. You're doing very well, and you're walking me through your story.
Yeah, you know, I've thought about it.
No,
You
that's
know what I'm saying?
good,
I've
man.
thought about it because there's certain things I want to add, certain things I want to leave out. You know, I gotta.
Yeah, we
keep
can't give
chill.
it to all of you.
Yeah,
So you ain't getting the whole pie. Just
People
a
ain't
couple
ready
slices.
for it. People ain't ready for all that fucking truth.
So all right, so we're in Florida. We got the Crippy going. I feel like this is right before your move to California.
No, so like at the height of me moving packs in Florida, I'd say was around 8 or 9, 2008, 2009.
Okay.
And then I was getting fucked up on way more than weed at that point. You know, that's when all the other drugs came into play.
Oh yeah.
And that was the height of the fucking pill mills. You know what I'm saying?
Pill mills like e-pills?
No, like oxys and
Oh
peroxys.
yeah,
and
dude.
fucking-
Everybody would go to Florida for the pills.
Exactly.
'Cause
You
you
know,
didn't
so
even need a
Broward
script.
County, there were fucking literally doctor's offices and then the fucking place to fill it right next door. You know, just pill mills pretty much.
People used to go down there from up north, bro.
Yeah. And
All
so
the
I used
time.
to, you know, I was moving shit. I was sponsoring people, doing all that. You know, I'm not going to get into that part of my life.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I went downhill for a long time, got locked up for some stupid shit.
Did your pills get you?
No.
The opiates?
No,
Okay,
no,
good.
thank God. Nothing to do with drugs. Just fucking bad situation.
No doubt.
And then,
Care to talk about it?
no, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Definitely not. Yeah. It's nothing crazy, but it's just personal.
Oh,
And
good.
then got out, fucked around for a little bit more, and then I moved back to upstate. You know, and at that point, I had quit doing everything. Quit smoking weed, quit drinking, quit doing any drugs. And I basically just worked and trapped. You know, I was still trapping. I've never not trapped at least.
Right.
You know, whether I was smoking weed or not, I was always moving this shit.
You know it.
Moved up there for a couple of years, and that's when, like, I was like, all right, you know, I got all these connections. I might as well start moving shit again. You know, so I'd get the fucking BCs for 17, 18, and then start taking them down to Florida for 34.
I'm about to say, those shits were in the threes, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah. 2009, I was literally getting them for 17, 18 upstate, taking them to Florida, getting 36.
I believe it.
At the most, you know,
believe
34
it,
was on
bro.
average. And I did that for a while, did some construction, you know, remodeled some houses and stuff on the side. And then just decided I was over it. I was over the cold. I was over being in the middle of nowhere. Moved back to fucking Florida, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, moved back to Florida 2011. And then just kind of focused on skateboarding. You know, I still trapped a little bit on the side. And then, you know, the skateboarding, I was really trying to actually do something with it. And then I just keep hurting myself. You know, keep breaking an ankle, fucking break a wrist.
It's
do
a
something.
rough sport, bro.
Yeah, both ankles twice. And my
Damn.
wrists, I couldn't even count. You know what I'm saying? Like how many times I've actually broken, because half the time I don't even go nowhere. You know,
Right.
I'm just like, yeah, this shit's broken.
How are they now? Can you do like push-ups?
Oh,
now?
I can do a handstand. You know,
You can still move your wrists?
Yeah, I can still
Good.
like stand on my hands and shit. You know, fucking, It doesn't feel good, but I can do it.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And then, so I started getting back into the weed shit again when Colorado went online, like 2014.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a wake up call, like, fuck, bro, this is really happening. I should get.
Well, yeah, because like I had somebody bringing in the fire from Colorado, and I was like, this is a bitch to go up to New York, get all this fireweed, do all that. So then I made a connection in Colorado through my homie who was like living in Breckenridge, just living the dream. Literally 5 minutes from the bottom of the slopes, had like probably 8 lights in the side room, little veg and shit, like
Let's go.
Trashy ass grow though. And like I remember going to visit him and then seeing this and being like, I can do this way better.
Yeah.
Just not knowing shit about growing really, indoor wise. I was like, just the setup of the grow, the construction wise, like it just looked like shit. And I was like, I can build this way better than this and do a better job.
Yeah.
And that's what planted the seed. So then like I just started getting packs from Colorado, and then I met this other kid who had like a beautiful house in Boulder, nice little rooms, way better than this other guy, but still not good. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. So then I went back to Florida with the guy that I was working with. We got a trailer over in this place called Bithlo, which is the middle of nowhere, like country town, Central Florida. And we set up 6 lights with 27 of those like hempy buckets. Deep water culture, recirculating deep water culture.
Yeah.
So the first grow I ever try to do is fucking deep water culture, pretty much. Like one of those.
It's not easy.
Yeah, no. And it
Very
was good.
hydro, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's a bunch of buckets all connected to each other, and you recirculate it from the main like res to the back bucket, and it kind of does a flow. And
then it just inside the bucket's just roots, right?
Yeah, and hydrogen, and it grows into the water, and you have air stones for oxygen.
Air stones, yep.
Yeah, and it's just the growth is crazy.
Really?
So we had that going. Yeah, just explodes in there. Like,
Oh,
they go like
shit.
motherfucker. And at this time, I'm moving packs. We had that shit set up, and then at my house, in my closet, I had the little setup, a mini one with just 3 buckets, 1 light, and like mother plant, pretty much, and just fucking around learning. And then we get raided. Yeah. So
damn. This is in Florida.
This is Florida.
Okay.
Right downtown Orlando. You know what I'm saying? We lived literally 5 minutes from like the streets, the city, like the party club shit.
Okay.
So like we get raided, they come, they knock on the door, force their way in, walk through the house, say they smell weed, rip everybody out, go all the way to the backyard, go upstairs without a warrant or anything like that.
Yeah.
And we're on our shit. You do not have a warrant, stay the fuck out. Like we were on our shit, they pulled us out, and it happened to be on the girl I was dating at the time's birthday. Literally. Ooh. Yeah. So,
happy birthday.
And she lived there too. So they arrested us. They got me with the plant. So like I was sitting there for 3 hours. It took them to get the warrant. So I'm sitting there. They're just talking about how much money they're making, just sitting here, literally bragging to me about how much they make, just sitting here looking at me. Be quiet, And then they get the warrant, start pulling shit out of my room. They fucking come down with a huge plant, dripping wet roots, walk it through. Oh, we know why you were so quiet now, and brought the shit outside. And then I had maybe 2 pounds of weed, some fire ass LA Confidential, and Chemtange, which was not Tangy. It was Chem times something called the Tange, which was like a Colorado strain.
Okay.
And then I had like a pound of shatter on a bookshelf they didn't even find.
Ooh.
And then a couple thousand in cash. So they arrested us, took all that shit, booked me, her, and my roommate. Okay. They tried to separate us, question us, all that whole nine. Yep. We got bonded out, fought the case. I quit smoking that day. Okay. I was like, I'm going to beat this shit. I'm going to fucking win this case. I'm going to move to California. I'm going to grow so much fucking weed just because I was pissed. I was like, literally, I was livid. Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn it into something.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
That made you move to California?
That I was always thinking about it. It was always in the back of my mind.
That was it, though.
Yeah, skateboarding and weed, California made all the sense to me.
Let's go.
Why I wasn't there years before, just life.
Yeah.
But anyway, I started fighting this case. What was it? It was 9 months until the trial ended. I fucking didn't smoke the whole time. Didn't even get drug tested until the very last day. And they didn't even test me for anything but coke and meth. So I could have been smoking that whole time. Oh, but literally quit smoking for 9 months. I'm not sure if I had the legit job yet or not, but I got a legit job. Okay. Started working in the kitchen, because that was always my side gig, working in kitchen.
You nice in the kitchen?
Yeah, bro. I'll fuck up a line.
Okay.
Like saute, grill, oven, fish and steaks. I'll fuck that shit up.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah. I don't really want to do that as a career, but I love the pace of it. The fucking everybody smoke weed, everybody have safety meetings. We go behind the restaurant.
You guys do the safety meetings still?
Yeah. Chief up in between rushes, we get
best
a push.
Code word for the sesh.
Yeah. And then I ended up getting, for the lawyer, we got the prosecutor from like the late 90s, early 2000s in the area. And he became the fucking criminal defense lawyer or whatever. So we got him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bro. It was cake.
So he already knows the judge. They play golf together.
And he was already representing my boy. You know, my boy's like, this is the dude.
Okay,
cool. My boy he got the worst luck, bro. He keeps getting caught. Now he's drugged up in the middle of nowhere now. But like, got him, fought the case, beat it on a couple, like, they came in without the warrant.
I'm about to say
searched the house.
Where I thought you were going to win.
Didn't mention the dog. They, like a bunch of bullshit in their police work, basically.
Yeah, of course.
And the fucking officer that was the main one on the arrest, his last name was Hall too. Same last name as me and shit.
Oh,
which
no
was kind of
shit.
interesting. And he actually had a lawsuit going against him for tasing somebody and shattering their jaw because they got tased and fell forward and shattered their
shit, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, beat that. Literally.
Beat the case. Walked?
Yeah, I got off with no fucking charges. Basically, just an arrest record. Saying that I
Illegal
got
search and
arrested
seizure.
for it and charged for it, but never convicted.
Nice.
So then I got.
We'll take it.
Yeah, because it was my first like felonies at all. I had like 5 felonies. You know, and then they ran it all concurrent. Beat that. Got 100 hours of community service, and then a fucking 4-hour drug class.
Okay.
Which was a joke.
Drug class, so dope.
Did that shit as soon as my community service was up. I did my last fucking PO meeting, and then I was out literally a week later.
Nice.
I dipped out. I had money saved up. I was like, all right, I'm off to Cali. Went to the Bay Area, and that was 2016, like early 2016. So the end of 2015, I beat the case. Moved to fucking LA. Not LA, SF. Like Concord, East Bay.
And when you told me you moved to SF, right, you just came with like a backpack and a skateboard, right?
Yeah.
Like there was no like real plan.
Well, I had
maybe somewhat of a
my
plan.
brother-in-law had a programming boot camp in a house in Concord. So I went and stayed on his fucking couch. Okay, cool. And then literally just skated and fucked around.
I saw some of the skate videos. Yo, you guys were fucking killing shit.
Yeah, if you look at the Trasher_SF.
Check
Instagram,
that shit out. Yeah. Trasher_SF.
You know, that's me and my boy Pat just mobbing through the city, hanging out, skating, just enjoying this.
With a roasted duck.
Oh, yeah. We got a whole Asian setup. My boy, he's Pat. He's Filipino, and we literally just skated around fucking Broadway. You know, that's like Chinatown SF with him with a whole fucking roast peking duck, just doing tricks, just stupid shit.
Eating the duck, busting tricks out. It's a really good video. You should watch it.
It was fun times.
Fire,
it was fun times. And then, I was just, buying shit from dispensaries, hooking people up, just surviving.
Yeah.
And then, what'd I do? I decided I wanted to grow. I got a job at MetaThrive, which was a dispensary in the Mission. And at first I was driving, just delivery driver around SF, got to learn the city. I still got my phone with all my screenshots of the fucking map of every skate spot that I would find driving around. Oh, what? So I'd literally bring up my map to the location and screenshot it. So I've got so many spots that I have found just driving around SF.
You ever skate the Hubba Ledge?
Which one, the Clipper?
I don't know. It's the one where they Nigel's always murdering
in the school.
Shit. In the school, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't skate it at that time because there was a railing there.
Oh no!
And honestly, bro, like
I
don't be jumping down shit anymore.
Yeah,
you know, 2017 was probably the last year I was jumping downstairs.
Okay.
You know, and you can see that on that Instagram. I got some clips of doing that.
Yeah.
But just
it's a rough journey, bro.
Yeah. So I was working at that dispensary, and then I started seeing all these people coming in and just dropping off their packs. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Drew, Green Dog. I fucking his blueberry muffins, his Candyland, all that shit. He was bringing that to the MetaThrive, and I was like, damn, they can just come drop off their packs, and then get paid out later. And I saw the prices. I was like, damn, the prices are good too.
Yep.
So then I kind of realized how the whole shit worked, and like I met Matt from Turtle Pie. You know, he was the buyer from MetaThrive at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I met him. I met Drew, Dr. Ladybug. I met fucking Green Dog. I met. Who else? Buddy Will from High Tie SF. He's not really doing that anymore. He's a chef now, killing it.
Okay.
But that kind of gave me an idea of really what I could do with the industry. And that, like, okay, these are just normal ass people getting it.
Yeah, bro.
So then I convinced my brother to let me put up a tent. Literally a tent. So I put up a tent, 2 single endeds, busted that, some chocolate hashberry from fucking, Dark Heart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got those clones at some dispensary. Busted in the tent, and then I was growing, put it on my Instagram, and that same dude, Super, who bought me that QP to start me off, he had a friend that was like, hey, he's trying to grow. you know, and you're growing, and I know you're smart, so like I'm gonna link you to. And literally, at that point, I had 4 lights in my garage, and I had just finished helping my friend build a 16 lighter in Oakland, like over right off of Fruitvale.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, the Cambodian homies. And I helped them build a 16 lighter, and we were just busting that. And then he introduced me to my now partner, went down there, bought him some of that chocolate hashberry.
Oh, damn.
We had a meeting. He wants to grow. He can move it all. He's got the connections. He wants me to do it, you know, super vouch for me. And he's like, all right, let's do it. And then I took it with a grain of salt. You know, people always say they want to do some shit and they want to make big moves.
Oh, yeah.
Blah, blah. You know, fucking 9 times out of 10 that don't work out.
Exactly.
So, you know, we agreed, yeah, let's do it. They said, all right, find a property. And then at this point, I had already gone to Grass Valley to work with a friend from Florida who was dating some grower. You know, I went there to work and trim. And that's another thing. I was like, damn, this guy's a fucking bum. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't getting up to pull their tarps off on time in the morning. Everything was mited out, trash everywhere.
Damn.
You know, so I was like, all right, I can do this better.
Right.
And they were getting 19 to 21 for fucking mediocre deps.
Okay.
You know, this was 2016, 17, well, probably 15, 16 when I first like met these guys. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to do this. So then I met him. I found a property in Grass Valley. I found like 5 of them actually. And then my homie came up. We drove around. We went to 4 of these properties and they were all okay. You know, nothing special. And he's like, which one do you like? And I was like, honestly, I don't really like any of those. I like this one that was like $100K over our price range.
Okay.
So I was like, let's go look at that one.
Yeah.
And that's Buck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that was Buck Mountain. So that was the last one we looked at. I was like, if I could choose any, it'd be this one.
Okay.
You know, because we went there. It was 20 plus acres. I knew what the ordinance was going to be. So I knew it had to be at least 20 acres to grow legally in the future.
Yeah.
Got that, and it had my warehouse.
Oh, that was already there. That was already on the premise.
That was already there.
Nice.
And one of the things that was like, you know, fate or whatever, my partner is in, you know, he's a trapper. He's in the industry, but he also owns a legit jet fuel company.
Okay.
You know, so,
Jet
and on the,
fuel.
yeah, like buying and selling jet fuel.
Okay.
Like, so on the fucking door of the warehouse, there was a fucking airplane sign, like an airplane hangar. Because the guy that owned that place was like an airplane mechanic.
Okay.
So we go up and he's like, oh, it's fake. There's an airplane on the warehouse. You know, it's a perfect warehouse, 70 by 30, you know, power, all that shit was great. End of the road, you know, it couldn't have been more of a perfect
It's a good fucking spot.
Yeah, it's a good spot. So I was like, this is the one. They're like, all right, let's do it. You know, fucking 2 months go by. They hit me up. They're like, hey, we're in escrow. And I was like, what? You know, it actually went through. And I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. I took all my tents and all this space that I had and started moms. You know what I'm saying? I started doing my cultivation plan, planning out my build, all that shit. Had all these ideas. Mm-hmm. Got the place, went up there. What was it? It was August 17th, 2017. We got that place.
Wow.
Yeah. So we got it that day. I had
August 7th?
August 17th. 2017.
Right after I got here, bro. I got here on August 1st.
Okay, so we got that place. Cool. That's when I pulled up with the U-Haul. Literally, I had the U-Haul, all my plants in there, and I put trellis from side to side on the boards on the side of the U-Haul truck and trellised all my moms in there. And then whatever equipment I had at the end, packed it in there, drove that bitch to the farm.
Nice, bro.
Got that place. That night, I set up the veg, put my moms under lights, and started getting away at the warehouse.
Around, bro.
Yeah. So then...
Man with a plan.
Yeah, literally the first 3 weeks, I slept on a twin mattress on the floor with a fucking hatchet next to me because the whole house was empty. There was a middle of nowhere. I've been living in the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like there was nothing but me, that fireplace, and that twin mattress, and then all the gross shit.
And the hatchet.
Yeah. So like for the first 3 weeks, I was by myself just building.
No shit.
And then I had a bunch of shit done, and then my partner came up with the super. He was our partner at the time. He's not anymore. But he had come up. They brought all the equipment from like the hydro stores in LA. You know, so like fucking 50 lights, the tables, fans, everything we need.
Yeah.
Built out the warehouse, you know, fucking 22 and a 24 light room. From that time we got there in August, I had it built in 30 days. I had the first 22 lights going in 30 days.
So you started indoor?
Yeah.
Up there. Gotcha.
In 30 days. And then our first harvest, literally 3 months after we bought the place.
Wow.
So like I was vegging in the house while building the fucking indoor, filled it up, and had a harvest by January.
That's impressive.
By like mid to end of December, we cut our first one down.
That's impressive, bro.
And then by that time, I had building the 24 light room, and then built that up, And like my first pound, it was 22 lights. I got 13 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a complete failure. It paid the bills. You know what I'm saying? I know what went wrong.
Yeah.
You know, like what happened was my fucking partner, super at the time, left the pump in there, let it go in for like, I went to Hawaii, right? Because the trip was planned way before any of this happened.
Yeah.
Went to Hawaii for 5 days. I mixed the res, and then every time we would go to water, I'd tell him to plug in this pump to kind of circulate the res, and he never unplugged it. So like 4 days of that pump circulating, 90 plus degrees water. And he was watering the plants like with 90 plus degrees water. Wow. But we brought it back, got the 13 pounds. And then literally from that time until December 2018, we had a pull every month, like clockwork. Like there was maybe 6 weeks one time, but like fucking a delay just because of the fucking, oh, and another thing, when I got that started, turned on those fucking lights, literally 2 minutes later, pop, transformer blew. Literally, first time I fired on the room, the transformer blew. Because it wasn't enough power to run all the lights, the house, and everything. Yeah. And I was doing the lights flip-flop, 12-12 each room. Sure. But what I had done is when I first turned it on, the controller, I didn't have it set like that. So all fucking 46 lights turned on at once.
Got it.
Blew the transformer. Once that happened, we called PG&E. We're like, oh, we don't know. I think like a squirrel jumped on it or something like that.
Yeah.
PG&E comes out. And my partner's like, yo, just grease them all $100 and then fucking just give them all $100 and be like, yo, my bad and all that stuff. Because like it was obvious. We had 7 3-tons on the side of the warehouse.
Come on,
it was fucking, they knew what time it was.
Yeah. Those are air conditioners, by the way.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Yeah, they're decent, little mini splits.
Yeah.
But so we gave them each $100 and they're like, all right.
3 tons, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, all right, give us a minute. They checked. Based on our usage, they weren't able to upgrade that transformer. So what he said is, we're gonna replace this, blow it again. And I was like, are you for real, bro? He's like, yeah, just blow it again, and then they're going to send us back out here to upgrade the transformer. So
but make sure you got the grease ready.
Well, we didn't even give them more after that. There was like 4 of them. We gave them each $100. They told me to blow the transformer again. They fucking tricked it out. I blew it. They came back, and they put up a 25 instead of 15. Wow. Yeah, so like these guys were dope.
That's what's up. You got like, some fellas that came through,
that was luck as fuck.
Oh, for
when you really think about it. Because blowing a transformer, I can't even say how much that probably costs. Like, in all honesty. And it didn't cost us a thing other than that $400 to grease their pockets, which is not a lot of money.
No, bro.
Yeah, so we fired that bitch up.
No, it's not.
And then, I ran Buck for a little over a year. And then fucking neighbor wants to get licensed.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So it leaves a note on my gate. Hey, I got the county coming by Thursday. This was like Monday. They're coming by to inspect my legal 25 plants. I was like, fuck, dude. You're really going to make me take my whole shit down because you want to grow 25 fucking outdoors. So I put up this huge privacy fence, finished out my deps, and we had to really sit down and be like, all right, where are we going to take this? So we decided to shut the whole shit down and go legit.
No shit.
Yeah, it was 18 months from the time that we shut that room down to the time I got a license that we were just sitting, tooling, fighting with the county. Like, bro, that shit brought me to teeters so many times, trying to get licensed, dealing with the county and all the shit they'd come back at you with.
18 months.
Yeah, 18 months of just trying to get licensed.
Of just fuckery. Were you growing at the time or just?
Yeah, so like I had a whole crew and shit like that. And at that point, I knew I was going to have to shut Buck down. So that's when I started getting other properties. Okay. And then I started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like at one point, I had 6 going. Woo. Not including Buck. Wow. So it was a lot of work. Paul, Jamie, Kaylee, another boy, Paul from New York, and my boy Adrian. Like literally, the most people I ever had was 5, and we'd go from one spot to the next pulling. We'd pull deps at one spot 5:30, be the next one at 6 pulling deps, just to make it happen. And that's what really helped fund everything I've done since, and kept my people paid. We got our 10,000 hours in quick,
real quick, bro.
Saying from going to 4 to that 16 lighter, which I really never put any work in. Yeah. To literally 46 lights. So like under my own control, I went from 4 lights to 46 in like a matter of months.
Damn, bro. Yeah. And it's fucked me up when I asked you for your bio and you said I've been cultivating for 7 years. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I've seen the fucking product you have. You're shitting on anybody's AAAs out here. I mean, you and Watson got like the best AAAs.
Yeah. There's like a few people that I could mention when it comes to depths that
I don't know like anybody on that level. And then I'm like 7 years, goddamn. I'm figuring you got a dub in this shit, bro. But no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You fit damn near 20 years of work in them 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and not even like in the
Or at least
first
14.
The first 2 years was straight grinding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No life.
No life at all.
Yeah.
And I had 2017, I had gotten, my first kid on the way.
So what to ask you, didn't you have kids in the mix?
Yeah, so like 2017, I had got my baby mama pregnant, and we decided to have a kid. I was like, all right, it's time to tighten up. It's time to actually, get some generational wealth working on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that really gave me that extra drive. And, and she holds it down. She takes care of the kids, bro. Like, no way I'd be able to do this without her.
Of course, man.
So that really.
Shout out to baby moms.
Yeah, Melanie, thank you, love you.
No
I
doubt.
really just dove in and didn't. I still don't think about anything else. To this day, I work and I hang out with my kids.
That's awesome, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I skate
it's all about,
very
man.
randomly. Like that's the one thing where I'm fucking up, bro. I'm not on my board nearly as much as I should.
Me neither, bro.
Yeah, like I got a fucking half bite, bro.
You
like,
got you got no excuse.
I have
bro.
no excuse. But yeah, that happened, and then
Damn, man.
got licensed, and there's been all kinds of shit that's happened in between. Fucking dealing with shit, losing properties, getting other properties, fucking shit working out, shit not. Overall,
fucking rattlesnakes on the properties.
Oh yeah. Paul's the rattlesnake man, boy.
These guys snipe rattlesnakes for a living up there, yo.
Yeah, last year 6, 8 of them on the property, something like that.
What kind of rattlesnakes are we talking here? You know what kind?
Fucking, I have no idea.
Rattlesnake. Yeah,
one's Northern California rattlesnake.
Yeah, right.
Either way, they're fucking. I don't fuck.
They're
with
nasty little motherfuckers.
them. I don't fuck with. I don't let them live. Some people like to move them, and I got kids.
They're serpents.
Dogs.
You gotta go.
Kill that shit.
See you later.
Yeah, so that's pretty much
fucking crazy, bro.
Did a whole lot of growing in a short period of time, and I'm still learning, obviously.
Yeah, man.
Overall, I've had more wins than losses by far.
Good.
By far. But the losses have taught me so much when it comes to like not even just growing, but just life. Yeah, and just fucking friendships, partnerships, everything. Man, this shit's a nightmare. And now it's time to get my face out there and start promoting Buck Mountain.
He's in the building, folks. Yeah. He's in the fucking building. Yeah, man, the losses build you, and the yeses and the wins build your check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just part of it, bro.
It's an up and down.
You got to embrace the suck.
Yeah, I'm trying to just keep incrementally getting up there.
Yeah, bro.
And to the point where I don't have to worry anymore.
Yeah.
With the whole cannabis shit, I don't know where I'm going to take it. I imagine becoming like a household brand. This is the time. We're at the fucking...
branding's important.
Yeah, that's why I'm jumping into it, doing podcasts. I'm going to start coming out with way more branded products.
Yeah, you should.
And like now's the time to become a household name in cannabis. Like,
absolutely.
It's the fucking beginning of the industry. If you're killing it now, you got a good chance, I feel.
You do. You do. And that you're an owner, operator, you got a fire product, you got a great branding, those two together. All you need to do is crank up your marketing and, you know what I mean?
I definitely been slacking on that.
Get a good sales team to fucking spread out the fucking pizza, and you're fucking golden, bro.
Yeah, and it's people like you and Green Gold and Watson and all these guys that are killing the branding, killing all that shit, and then telling me my shit's fire. So it's like, all right, I gotta listen.
You gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
You gotta do it, man. You got a great branding. I love the design. The lemon Vuitton was like one of my favorite bag designs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know what direction we want to take it because everybody's doing like the cartoony shit, the fucking colorful. Like I don't know, it's too kiddie to me.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? But I get that's the way that it's going. But I just can't decide which direction I want to take because mine's like clean.
There's nothing wrong with clean. I feel it's like either clean or cartoon at this point.
Yeah,
it's clean or cartoons. I'm more of like the clean. You know what I'm saying, on the clean side. But you just gotta have something that pops, man. Like I didn't go with all the pastel Easter type colors. You know what I'm saying? I just did red, white, and green. And believe it or not, that shit pops out at a store. Like you see it.
It's good because they have a relation to pizza too.
Who don't like pizza, bro?
Yeah, and like the packaging looks like a pizza box on the back.
Yeah, it looks like a pizza box. It looks like it actually looks like the front looks damn near like my grandmother's first cookbook she wrote. You know what I'm saying? That was like a shout out to her. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good stuff.
That's where I lack. The cultivation side of it and stuff. I feel like I'm getting better every day. The branding and stuff like that. Hopefully, I can push myself to do it, but I don't know. Maybe somebody will take on and like.
We can help you, man. We can help you. I can have my team help you out, bro.
No want. whatsoever.
You're not supposed to, bro. You're supposed to do what you're good at and hire somebody to do something you're not good at. You don't have time for that shit, bro. Just hire a dope ass team and then fucking run it up, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow the best light assist weed that I can grow.
You fucking sure do, pal. What does the next 5-10 years look like, bro? What's on the game plan for Buck?
I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, and it's gonna be largely determined by fucking the laws and just how things go. Whatever direction it takes, I'm gonna shake and move and find my place. Like Nevada County just passed a bunch of ordinances, so I'm about to throw up an extra 5,000 square feet.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying?
You have a whole ass micro biz on your property, bro.
Yeah.
Distro.
Been paying attention?
Oh, yeah. My partners, Higher Vibrations, they're about to do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They're up there. So
yeah, they're on the bridge.
Throw up that. Try to do our own fucking manufacturing. We've already got distro
growing,
and shit.
Processing, distro. Yeah, dude.
Take it to the next.
It's only right. You got any projects you want to touch on real quick? Any like rosin projects or like?
Well,
outside of cannabis
I'm
flower?
just starting to fuck with the rosin.
Nice. Who's washing for you?
This guy, Medicinal Clouds. Shout out, he's doing a good job.
Is that what I tried? The product you tried?
The only rosin that I've had done was Medicinal Clouds and then Rose Gold.
Both. Yeah, I've had Rose Gold material too.
Yeah, so they're the only two that have washed my shit. Except for back in the day, I did insane amounts of GMO with Dr. Ladybug.
Okay.
Like literally, that's why that's a good thing. I started growing deps for Dr. Ladybug just for hash rosin.
Oh no.
2017. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was early.
Yeah. So literally, I didn't have deps until he was like, "Hey, I'll give you the strains. Will you grow them dep? I'll buy it all from you." And then, so that's what got me into the deps actually, because I only had the indoor going at the time.
No shit. So they would just buy it frozen?
Yeah. He sent the crew out. They prepped it. They froze it. They did the whole damn thing.
Oh, you didn't have to fucking take it down?
Shit.
Oh, come on.
I helped them, of course. My people helped them.
Yeah.
But so the first 2 years we did that, like a bunch of strains, Motor Breath, GMO specifically, because he was one of the first ones to do the GMO, at least in this area.
Nice.
So we had the GMO 2017 before it got hot.
Oh yeah, that was right before.
And that was washing 6%, 7%. So it was crushing.
Home run city, bro.
It's like that, Motor Breath, Do-Si-Do, Strawberry Banana. And that's what
that sounds about right for that time.
So he did that, and actually, bro, shout out to Dr. Ladybug, he actually also brought me the fucking nutrients for that shit too. So he gave me the clones and the nutrients.
What nutrients did he want you to run?
Nature's Pride Green Grow.
Okay.
Which I still do in my hoops to this day.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the autos, I do a Synganic approach. I do organic liquid feeds and salts.
Yeah.
And just adjust accordingly how I want to do it.
Yeah, bro.
Weekly tea. It's an amended cocoa peat. So I try to keep more organic than salt-wise, but it just depends.
Yeah, and if you've ever seen these greenhouses, they're absolutely beautiful. He's got 3 of them. They're big dogs. They're like 300K a watt, right?
Yeah, it's a 30 by 108 Sierra Series. They
fucking
got
monsters.
48,000 watts in each one of them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm glad that we did that infrastructure back when the market was higher.
Yeah.
Like we bought those. We got the 2019.
Okay.
Is when we finished them. So that was like right before the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Pandemic hit, prices went up. We made a bunch of money, and then kind of got all of our money back pretty much, and then the shit dropped. So luckily we're in a good spot now where we've got insane infrastructure. Compared to everybody else in the area.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we've got 3-phase power, 2,700 amps. If the market goes back up, I'm going to have 7 of those eventually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I've got all the infrastructure laid down to just put it up.
You have enough room for another 4 of those?
Yeah, where all my hoops are.
Got you.
I'm going to remove hoops, put auto deps.
Yeah.
And now with this new ordinance, I'm going to have to get out there, start grading shit, making more space for myself.
Yeah, bro. You have more land that you could, 20 acres, I feel like you're not using the whole 20, right?
No, definitely not.
But I've seen most of it, I feel like.
I can fit that 5,000 square feet where I got. I'm not doing much. Pack that shit in there.
Well, that's exciting, bro.
Now I'm here.
And now we're here, man. Well, at this point, we're gonna hop into some questions that the guests are gonna want to know. But first, a word from our sponsors. If you like mob shirts and you're into mafia movies, especially the Sopranos series, you should tap into omwerta.com. That's OMWEARTA.com. Get all your mob movie swag, hats, stickers, gabagool, you name it, they got it. Omwerta.com. Promo code GoodPizza with 3 Z's. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tap in with your wallet if you want to support the show. Go to my Patreon. We got a couple different subscriptions available for as low as $5. You're gonna get a whole lot of behind the scenes action. My crazy Uncle Kev, podcasts that were never dropped before, podcasts that you haven't seen before, and bloopers and behind the scenes. You could also win a free sit down with me and the guests at the podcast. So don't sleep. Tap into Patreon. I appreciate the support. See y'all back on the show. Check this out, bro. Everybody needs to know. What do you know about the industry that they should know? And can you debunk any cannabis myths out there?
Myth?
What is that? What are you calling bullshit on?
Fuck, what am I calling bullshit on? Dude, I got so many opinions about the cannabis industry and shit that I don't like.
Oh, fire away.
Like,
That's what we're here for.
A lot of the fake hype, you know, people charging insane amounts of money for their weed when it's nothing really special, you know, other than a brand. You know, like, I honestly think it should be priced and gauged by batch.
Oh, for fucking sure.
Like, I don't think people should be getting crazy prices for something that's not top notch.
Exactly.
Just because they've done, you know, a couple good runs, builds their brand up, and then they think they can just keep charging that for subpar quality. You know, you can keep it going, and you know, you keep the quality there. Like, I understand it, but I've just been disappointed so many times.
Yeah.
You know, so
no, I feel that's a good one.
You know, it's not really like anything somebody should know. It's just my experience and kind of how I look at it. It's just, yeah.
No, that's
it's more than just packaging. You know,
it is, bro. It for sure is. It should be priced based on batch. I have a couple homies that do that. You know, shout out to Proper. They'll only sell if it's a good batch, and it'll be priced accordingly. You know what I'm saying? What are your check boxes for quality cannabis?
Well, on the growing side, you know, I'd have to say it's vigor, resistance. Those are probably the two main ones that I look at.
Okay.
You know, as far as like the strains go, there's so many good strains out there that I'm more worried about the actual cultivation side of it than whether if it's super candy or not. Everything I'm growing is going to be fire if you grow it right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like I choose strains that as long as I don't fuck up, it's going to be there. You know, so if I'm looking for something, like I'm hunting right now a lot for rosin. You know, just for that medicinal clouds guy, I'm trying to find some rosin strains, try to get our own lane going. And with that, obviously, I'm not going to really be worried too much about anything other than the yield and like terps on it. But for like cultivation and my production, has a lot to do with just vigor and fucking resistance. Because I'm not trying to be spraying a bunch of shit. I'm not trying to be dealing with PM or bugs or anything.
Yeah.
You know, from my point of view is, you know, I'm running those autos year round, nonstop.
Right.
Like from the time we got licensed and fired up, we haven't had them empty for more than a couple of days.
Smart.
You know, so it's a machine. Got to make sure that there's as little bumps in the road as possible. So I'm not really too concerned with like what's the hype of shit because my friends are, you know.
Yeah.
So like all my friends are concerned with that shit. So they give me the strains and I just grow them the best of my ability.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
well, that's good to be in that network, bro.
Yeah.
To have friends that are staying tuned. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like it started with Turtle Pie. So he gave me some strains. Don't give this to anybody.
Okay.
Grow it. We'll buy it from you. And I was like, okay.
No shit.
And that's really where like I first got some hype strains. Grew the shit. He bought it. Lasted as long as it lasted. We decided not to work together anymore, and now I don't grow that shit. You know, like I didn't rename it and call it something else.
Yeah,
you know, it's respect. If somebody tells me not to give something out, I'm not going to give it out.
Like a gentleman. Yeah, I like it.
You know, and that's why, you know, shout out Gringo Farmer, shout out Green Gold. Those guys hooked me up with all kinds of fire shit.
Hell yeah.
Whether they paid for it or not, I've never been charged for any strains.
Hell yeah.
It's just because I help them with knowledge, connections, you know, like all that kind of shit I give out. So I feel like it comes back to me.
It does.
People help me out with strains and shit like that.
Bro, Green Gold gives it the fuck up for you, dog. Like he has the utmost respect for you. Always has great things to say about you. And he did touch on his episode. I'm sure you know that you helped him. You helped him in his come up, man. And people don't forget. The real ones don't forget that, man.
Yeah, and I hooked him. He's one of the realest ones, and I hooked him with literally probably the realest dude I know in the game, Gringo. You know, yeah. I've been working with him since the Metathrive days. So I met him. Actually,
Gringo Farmer?
Yeah.
I gotta tap in with bro, man. He's been showing a lot of support for the show, man.
Met him
shout out, bro. Hell yeah.
Trying to get a job for Uber Nutrients. I was trying to be the NorCal rep. and I think he was doing SoCal and like Hawaii and shit.
Okay.
And he was just at the interview. We met, linked up, we were cool.
Oh, shit.
And then I never got that job, thank God.
Yeah.
But we kept our relationship strong and been working together ever since.
Nice.
Before that whole Green Gold situation, me and him had a property together.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm saying? Had it for like 2 years, worked out good, got rid of the property, and then I just was focused on Buck, and he wanted to have some shit going. So
that's dope, bro. Yo, that is tasting amazing, by the way, bro. This is cereals.
Oh, the cereals.
Skittles times cereal milk. Stay tuned, bro. He's gonna lace me up with a tray.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna bring this one out. I like this, bro.
I'm not really stingy with the cuts as long as
he's not. He's never fronted on me yet.
Yeah, as long as you're like a respectable person, you're not a clown. Like,
yeah, man, you gotta be one of us, man.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that.
And you were cool about it. It was a BTZ. That was the first time I ever asked you. And BTZ came from the homie, Green Gold.
I said, ask him.
I hit Green Gold. He said, yeah, bro, it's all good. You want it? It's yours, bro. It's all good. Do your thing.
And like now in the industry, it's so easy to think you're somebody in the game because of Instagram.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of these fucking Instagram trappers, I don't think could move a pack without it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
bro. Look, if you wasn't slanging weed in sandwich bags your whole life, bro, I come from selling nickel bags and tinfoil, bro. 5 for $20. How at your boy? You know what I'm saying? Bro, like, yeah, you come on, man.
I was selling blunts.
When the circles
hollow out
kids.
highlighters in school. I take the fucking ink out of the highlighter, stick a swisher in there, rolled up, and sell it at school.
Oh, that's
the
lit.
Whole front of my backpack, highlighters. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fucking
Slanging
great,
highlighters,
bro.
fucking at school.
Shout out to Swishers in Florida, bro. That was just like Swishers just remind me of being in that Florida sun, that
Swishers,
muggy ass summer.
The games,
blowing.
Garcia Vegas,
Vegas, I got put on Vegas down there too,
Dutch
for sure.
Masters. Like that Greenleaf game. I've rolled up so much regs in that Greenleaf game. De-leaf it, wrap it around the beer bottle to keep it moist on the condensation.
Yeah, we call that twirling the Dutch.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? You busting it or you twirling it? I used to twirl it.
I used to try to roll it so it was the exact same shape as when I unrolled it. Trying to make that bitch fucking not a
super fat,
slim, like not a bit of tobacco paper left.
Some of the homies that still crack blunts used to call it arts and crafts. Like, oh, don't give him the blunt, man. He playing arts and crafts over here, man.
Macheing that shit with their spit.
But man, oh god.
Or like they get the green leaf and like the whole green leaf
dude,
and then roll the blunt in it.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I used to do it too, bro. It's gross, man. It's gross.
I've done it like that before, but like if you got a drink or a beer bottle, you better wrap that shit.
Yeah. I've never done that. That sounds like a fucking great idea, actually.
Yeah, keep it wet and keep it moist, and you roll that bitch up. Sit there and fucking dry it off with a lighter. Have a wet noodle of a blunt sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yo, I'm really enjoying this, bro.
Bro, you get a nick of fucking regs, that shit break out. You get a tiny little compressed sliver, and then you break that shit out. Like, oh shit, this is a blunt.
We do got a blunt. Excuse me, I was talking shit the whole way home.
Yeah.
I'll take it all back, plug.
I remember my first QP was about, I'd say about this big, maybe an inch thick.
Yeah.
And then we had to, like, I was breaking up, like, this ain't working. And my mom was like, put a pot of water on the stove, put it in the strainer, and let the steam hit it. And that'll help expand it. And my mom put me onto that. You know what I'm saying? My mom's like, expanded on the stove over the water. And I was like, all right, and I did it. And it fucking added some moisture, fluffed it up a little bit.
Yeah, same concept as the shower.
Yeah.
Just a little more convenient.
Bunch of turkey bags open in the shower with the door shut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Shit, all the tricks, man. OG shit, bro. So what's your why? Why do you do it, man? What gets you up and get you going? I know you have kids.
Well, yeah.
Could be the kids.
I'd have to say cannabis, just like skateboarding, helped me get through a lot of shit in my life. And everything, like I said, everything cool I've done, anything that had to do with any kind of money and shit, like buying me skateboards, shoes, trips, food, and not only me, but everybody around me.
Yeah.
Like I was always the one with a fucking knot in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'd always buy everybody Chipotle or like fucking whatever we were doing for that day.
Word.
Like I got to bless my people a lot. And
that's a beautiful thing, man.
That,
no, hell no, man. I know you was a very successful dude. Do you have any crazy morning routine that you care to share with us?
I go in and out of it. I try.
What's the on your best day? You're hitting everything you wanted to do. What is it?
Well, recently, I've got that little organic setup going. I don't know if you've seen me post a little bit, and that I'm doing.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm doing it so fucking old school. I'm literally flipping breakers by hand.
Oh,
turn lights off and on right now, just out of laziness. I could wire it all up and do all that, but literally, I've been getting up 6 o'clock, flip that breaker. And then I'll try to get my stretching in, yoga, whatever. I like to call it
Good.
stretching. It sounds better.
Yeah.
And then chug some water and then get my ass to work.
Solid.
Yeah, like I'll do the athletic greens, shit like that.
Solid, bro. I like it.
Spoonful of honey and a banana if I'm wanting to like get a little extra energy. And then I just get my ass to work, dude.
That's right.
And then I go until usually 9 o'clock at night when I put my kids to sleep.
Yeah.
Like I'll come home, hang out with them for an hour and get my ass to work. They go to bed at 9, I put their ass to sleep, go to sleep, do it all over again.
Yeah, man. That is very similar to mine as far as like the work and the kids, bro. Come home, chill with my baby Gianni, put him to bed by 7:30. Then I ain't gonna lie, clock back in till about 9:10 till wifey start. All right, come on upstairs, bro.
See, luckily,
shut it down.
She don't give me no shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I work insane amounts of hours.
That's dope, bro.
Goal for this year is definitely spend more time with the kids and the family.
Of course, man. Always.
But, yeah. Basically, I've just been a workaholic since I started doing this. Put my head down and haven't lifted it up to this day.
For what, bro? What the fuck else we gonna do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like all my growing knowledge and shit, I'm self-taught completely. I don't have one single person that literally had to like hold my hand or none of that. So like when I got popped, I started watching YouTube videos. I'd be on Grass City forums, Overgrow, fucking THC Farmer, every fucking forum I could find online.
Yeah.
I read every post, every thread.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? I found out who was like the more respected ones, and I'd read their whole thread, everything they had.
Yeah.
And then I started getting into the science books and the school books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I gave myself a fucking master's degree before I was even really growing like that. Just from literally being so obsessed that all I did was bring in every bit of information I had before even having a plant. So like after I got popped with that whole 9 months, all I did was work and research and skateboard. That's it.
And you wasn't smoking. So you're probably retaining shit better too.
I don't think the weed really fucks with me like that.
That's good.
Like sometimes I'll get paranoid and a little panicky.
Yeah.
On certain weeds, but as far as retention, if it's something to do with cannabis, one time.
One time, yeah.
One time, it's there forever.
I'm super hands-on. Like when I started growing, when I moved out here, I was reading the books, but the books were cool. I was taking notes, highlighting shit. But like when I was in the garden with whoever was teaching me, that's when I learned, bro. And all you gotta do is show me one time. That's
I just fucked everything up, and
well, I do a lot of that too.
There's a few things that I still fuck up out of laziness, or maybe just being too busy. But everything was just trial and error, try not to make the same mistake twice. And I got thrown in. Obviously I had a good
you got
background.
thrown in while you fucking by the back of your collar. You're 6 years old, bro.
Well, that too, you know what I'm saying? But like with my construction background, I can build a mean grow room.
Yeah.
I do everything myself too. So the complete grow, water, I do all the irrigation, all the electrical. I'll hook up the AC. The only reason I don't fucking actually put the coolant in there is because I don't have a license to buy it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So literally from ground up, I build grows by myself.
That's sick.
Obviously I've had my friends Paul and then they help me with all that
Yeah,
shit.
you need muscle.
But I do all the electrical myself, all the irrigation.
That's
design,
impressive. The electrical is impressive because usually it's like, carpentry, electric, not usually both. And then you got HVAC too?
Yeah, I set it all up and then they just come and charge my lines. And if it comes pre-charged, then all I do is bleed it and fucking get it rocking.
Yeah.
So I don't even need anybody. But that's all the internet, man. It's
great.
Fucking internet.
You could plant him anywhere in the world. He's gonna grow you some fire.
Yeah, dude. And like when I first started building grow rooms, it was funny. Me and my buddy would be like driving around, and we'd see like a fucking shipping container off in somebody's yard, and be like, "Oh, that's a fucking grow." Or we'd fucking see somebody's shed or garage with the front door like boarded and turned into a room. I'd be like, "Oh, they're fucking blowing it up."
Yeah, or some shady like little patches like I got on my door.
Yeah,
and like right across the garage.
Skateboarding changes your perspective too.
Yeah.
So like skateboarding, everything's an obstacle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you
No
start
matter
growing,
how old you are.
every warehouse is like,
Yeah,
I could fit
the
so many
peep shit.
lights in there, bro. Like,
Yo, son, I used to be riding around Oakland with my little cuz and shit. Shout out to Murph. And he used to always point out like, yo, they banging that place out, bro. Look at this shit. I'm like, look at what? And he would show me what to look for. And I'm like, yo. I was like, California's crazy. And then like, you get into it, you see a couple of your homie spots, and now you see it all. Now when I go and check out a new crib to look at, I go to the garage, I look up, see if I see the drill marks in the ceiling.
yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying? I've walked into so many houses like that, and you could tell the landlord has no fucking idea.
yeah, like nowadays,
What just happened in his
mine
house.
are pretty legit. I FRP all the walls. You know what I'm saying? I make sure drainage is good. Make sure
Yeah.
dehumidification is good.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to live in black mold. You know what I'm saying? So like, at first, I did quite a few ghetto ones. Like I could show you some shit on my phone. You'd be like, damn, you guys work there and like didn't die. Like, for real. Like, there's some pretty ghetto ones. Oh, man.
It's all good, bro.
What do I lose?
It dies of natural causes, bro.
Where's
You
your
win.
vacuum,
No, you
bro?
win, bro. I see. I'm fucking up,
vacuum?
man. I'm trying to catch up to the homies, but I need the vacuum. I need some alcohol spray. This shit is fire, bro. I'm fucking with it. Well done, sir. Cereals. Keep an eye out for Zeros. Good fucking pizza.
See what it does during the summertime.
Yeah, feel me?
This is winter run, you know?
Yeah.
Low light, cold temperature, fucking.
Everything great.
Well, it's a bitch.
Oh, it's a bitch. I'm talking about for like nice color.
Oh, well, yeah, the weed turned out good. But growing in the wintertime, like, that's a whole nother level of fucking growing ninja. Like, because it's literally growing in a greenhouse outside when it's cold as fuck, wet constantly, 100% humidity outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I also don't even have dehumidifiers in my greenhouses.
Okay.
So it's all, I run off a base of VPD and I run a high VPD and like, I'll keep it like, well, low VPD and I keep my moisture real fucking high because I have no choice.
Right.
You know? And we still, you know, cross my fingers, have been able to pass, you know, the mold tests. Like aspergillus, botrytis, all that shit.
Right. And I'm over here thinking this is better for you.
Yeah, like when I flush too early, sometimes I'll get some bud rot.
Okay.
But I've kind of gotten better at that.
Nice.
So that's like the biggest thing. Winter and summer is a whole different ballgame.
What's your flushing theory? Do you taper it off? Do you just bang it out to the end?
Ripen. You know what I'm
Ripen,
saying?
yeah. Don't kill the plants. Don't like just do straight.
No, and then like with the whole ripening and the white ash and shit, I think it's probably has more to do with the holistic part of the plant. Like obviously you can pump it full of cow mag and maybe get a whiter ash. I haven't tried it, but that's what they say. But I think from my own experiences, I've had runs where I've flushed RO for 2 weeks and it burned white.
No
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? And then I've had runs where I flushed for 3 days and it burned white. And then I've had dep weed, which is all organic, no flushing at all. You know, I stopped feeding and I add more microbes and shit like that, and I get a little more fungal towards the end. But I've had deps burn white as fuck.
Yeah.
And by deps, I mean like the hoop weed in the beds, top dressing teas, that's it. No salts, nothing like that. You know, so there is no flushing that.
Yeah.
And I've had that shit burn white too. So like literally, dude, I don't have
I love to hear it. I love to hear it because, bro, the answers are so all over the place. Yeah. But the CalMac thing comes up a lot.
Yeah, well, that's you know, whatever with all these guys. With
No, we're not jumping into that one.
Yeah, it is what it is until
it is what it is.
Yeah, and honestly, I've been doing the same thing in my autos for quite a while now. You know, I've switched up the base newts a few times, but my process is the same. My ECs are all the same. You know, my inputs, and it's hit or miss. Fried. But it's hit or miss. Sometimes it'll burn white, and sometimes it won't.
See, this is burning salt and pepper, and I love it.
Yeah, that was fucking harvested.
It's fucking fire. It tastes good. You just trimmed
2
it
weeks
yesterday.
ago, and literally got trimmed yesterday.
But it's like this is one of those ones where I feel like I'm still like I'm high right now, but I'm smoking this to end because it's still got flavor.
Yeah, and like you smoked the RS11.
It's not harsh.
That's white as fuck. The ash that I've been posting lately, that's white. That's all the RS11.
RS, nice. Had a great nose. Yeah. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, because it's also, you know, that's been curing for 2 months as well.
Nice.
So, but like you were saying with that fucking chef, you know, I've had weed that I took it off the dry line quick, you know, still barely able to burn, and it should.
Did you try chef yet?
No.
I would have rolled some up. I have some. Here, check it out.
Like, well, literally.
Wait,
I don't think there's any
that's
real
Fugazi.
answer. Oh man, well let me see the Fugazi.
Oh yeah. What am I talking about?
Because I've grown this too, right? This is one of the ones I grew.
We don't know what that is. You drew the Uncle Artie.
Oh, the
which
Uncle
was
Artie.
fucking fire, by the way, bro.
Big old nuggets.
We're not quite sure. Cadre Verde. Yep. So while you're checking out the Fugazi, do you have any weird skills you care to share with us, or any cool life hacks?
Weird skills. I can make fucking anything work. You know what I'm saying? Like when something's broken at the farm, my guys will be trying for hours. You know what I'm saying? I show up, works immediately.
Yeah.
There's literally, my guys will vouch for this, so many circumstances where couldn't get a pressure washer going. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't get the timer to work. Couldn't get the controller to turn on the lights. Like whatever it may be.
Here comes Mr. Fix It.
Yeah, bro. Like that's one thing. Like it's I laugh about it, but legit, I show up. These guys taking hours to try to fix it. I fuck with it barely. Don't even do nothing half the time. This shit just works.
That's what's up, man. I like it. How do you like to? It's nice, bro. We also don't know what that is. Green Dog gave it to Jordan.
Okay.
And as legend has it, and turned out to be a fucking hitter from day one, and it's just been winning. How do you like to consume cannabis? What's your twist? You a joint guy, bowls?
That's it. Joints, bong.
Same. Joints,
bong,
bongs?
barely
like
ever,
it.
just because it'd be on the counter. Sometimes I'll hit it.
Okay.
But joints, pretty much that's it. Dude.
Yeah.
Dabs would be like very fucking rare, and then hash holes a lot too.
Hash holes a lot.
Yeah.
See, I dab more than I fuck with hash holes.
A couple a week.
Okay.
Because for me to sit there and heat up a nail and do that whole nine.
Get a Puffco, bro.
I got one.
Yeah, man.
Sitting in a cabinet,
Charge it.
Sitting in a cabinet somewhere with like, you know.
Come on now. Oh man, I fell in love with the puff codes, bro.
Probably a half.
All my dab
in there.
homies make fun of me, man. I think the one bro, Apollo Dabs, he hit me with the what do you say? Do you sit down and pee as well, or some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I take dabs,
bro, he roasted me, but I don't give
me up too much.
No shame, bro.
Yeah, it fucks me up too much. There's a threshold for me with cannabis.
Yeah,
and
you
I feel
gotta know
like
your
it's even
shit.
a daily threshold, because like if I smoke too much, then it gets past the point of where I can be like cruising.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then I'll start getting distracted and shit. So I try to keep myself to the point where I'm high, feeling
In
good.
that zone, bro.
But if I catch myself slipping, where like I've just been sitting here fucking on my
Gotta stay
phone.
in the pocket.
You know, if I've been on I catch myself
Oh,
on my
yeah.
phone doing nothing, I'm like, wait, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
You know, it's the worst thing. That's the worst, best thing that's ever happened.
the phone.
Yeah, bro.
Absolutely, 100%.
So insane.
Let me ask you this: if you had a weed superpower, what would it be?
Talk to the plants.
Talk to the plants, like literally talk to them, like, look, bro, or look, girl.
And it doesn't have to be words. You know what I'm saying? Whether I look at the plant and, you know, I can just immediately diagnose what it's lacking,
Oh, that's
what
a
it
good
wants.
one and a new one. Nice.
And like, you know, whether it be like, I look at it like it's some infrared shit, you know, and I see like, oh, the root zone's red, so I need to go check out the root zone. And then,
Yeah. I just learned that yesterday.
What?
The infrared and seeing the root zone. You can
Oh, yeah,
literally
they
fly
have those
infrared
systems.
over there and see what plant needs water, which one's stressed.
And not
That's
even
crazy.
just that, but stress with press
The
pressure.
stress, yeah.
They have a couple of softwares where they'll put a grid over the whole greenhouse, and they'll constantly be scanning it. And then, yeah, there's that.
That's pretty fucking cool, man.
How much does that fucking cost?
But I love, I know, right? Damn.
Like, I am not rich, bro. And
I love-
those guys aren't growing fire because I've never seen them in none of the homies' greenhouses. You know,
Right.
It's pointless. You know, walk your ass through your greenhouse and maybe it'd be good weed. And, you know,
Yeah.
versus letting a fucking camera.
Yeah.
Oh, wait for the alert. You know, let's wait for the alert. Oh, make sure that watching our water sensors and shit.
Yeah.
I got into that. That's not the move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta
Like
be one
crop
with your
searing,
plants.
trying to get 3+ a light.
Yeah.
Boof.
Ain't you?
Fucking boof.
It says mids, bro. Relax. Yo, top 3 strains of all time. One old school, one desert island. You're stuck on an island. That's all you got. One new.
Old school. I'd have to say the old school New York City diesel, like the real fucking
Like not NYC
Small
diesel,
popper
like
diesel.
the diesel sour D from East Coast that you could get in New York.
Yeah. I don't mean NYC diesel, whatever they think that
Yeah,
is
I
today.
hated that, and
I'm
that was
talking
different. That
about
was different. NYC
They
diesel
were
was
small
different.
round buds, real lime green,
Yeah.
and the loudest shit.
Loudest shit on the block.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Thank you. I appreciate that answer.
Like
It's
that
mine
would
as well.
probably be one of my old school one for sure. Just because
Alright.
like I remember one time I had some in my pocket at the Apple store, and like the guy was like, "Dude, you gotta get out of here," and I was like, "Fuck, bro." I had that diesel in my pocket. He literally said, "Like, bro, you gotta get out of here."
Yeah, I got knocked in a club when, like, as lit as New York is, like, it didn't used to be lit with the weed, bro. Like, this big chick, frisked me, and I had a little stash, and you know what I mean, by my jaw, and she went up in there and just pulled. She's just pulling everything. You know what I'm saying? I smell it on you little motherfuckers.
Shit, I would have given
And
it to her.
found
at
my
that point.
sour and GDP. Yeah, she took all my weed, bro.
Well, at least you didn't get caught up.
No, I didn't get caught up. No, thank
that
God.
shit away.
Yeah, for sure.
Take it. And then,
Desert
like,
Island.
Desert Island. OG.
OG. Oh man, another one for OG. OG scores another point.
Whether it be, you know, like Triangle Kush, or regular OG, like
Whichever one you want, bro.
just
And it's the
along
perfect
that
batch.
line. Any
It's the-
along that line.
Okay,
You know, like,
I like it.
and then what was the other one?
Something new you fucking with.
Something new.
Could be whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think. New shit. What have I had new that's really been really dope? Honestly, it's all the same, dude. Like, it's all the same.
What you
like,
mean? There's so much variety, but it's all the same.
Like, I'm just saying, like, everything to me lately is just a fucking gelato or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Out of the newest shit, I'm trying to think of something that I've tried.
Something like that was a cool batch. So you're like, ooh.
I'm just trying to think of the last time I smoked some weed that I was like, you know, this shit's dope. Other than Green Gold's lemon cherry. You know what I'm saying? That's candy, but I think it's better than all the other candy.
It sure fucking is.
You know, like last time I went to a spot a while ago, I fucking rolled up a fucking sick ass joint. Like I rolled a perfect joint of that shit. And we were smoking it and it was fucking, yeah. That's the
Straight
last
candy.
time that I was like, oh, dude, that's some fire. I was like, I need to grow some better weed.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell
the
yeah.
last time.
I love it.
So,
If you could bring back one strain, what would it be?
that I've grown or just...
That's just not here no more.
Fuck, dude, that's not here anymore.
Yeah.
trying to think of what's one that like everybody's all about. I'd say that fucking diesel, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, probably that diesel.
Man, you're scoring so many
probably
points.
More nostalgia than anything.
Depending on your, of course it's nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? You had a nice little tour on the East Coast.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
Just because that was that first pressure. You know what I'm saying? That first shit that like.
It was, bro.
Yeah, you smoke it, it fucking.
It was Piff for us. It was for sure Piff for us, but like somehow Sour just like knocked Piff off the fucking block.
Yeah, I never got any like the Piff that I knew of.
And that's crazy because you was in Florida, bro. That's the Black Cuban haze. Now that I've learned what it actually was.
Okay, so then yeah, I've had a million fucking.
Oh yeah, that's
bro. What that first grow was bag seed from some haze from the Cubans in Hollywood, Florida, which is like right north of Miami. So that's
I know Hollywood.
I remember the packs that we got the seeds out of that bitch. It was that fucking real stringy ass haze,
ugly.
Yeah,
but it was loud, bro. And
that grow in Florida, they ended up finishing it, cutting it, and didn't know to put a D-hum in there and molded it all out.
Yeah. But yo, check this out. NYC, the growers in NYC, they said the shit grew different up there, bro. Different environment, different water.
Yeah,
everybody knows how good the water is in the city, bro. Like I met with some OG Dominican cats. Like shout out White Boy Kev. I met him at Emerald Cup. He was with some OG Dominican cats from fucking Miami. Like they're talking about they've kept these cuts alive for 20 fucking years. He gave me something too and I lost it, man. Fuck. I never lose weed, bro.
Like imagine keeping a cut for 20 years. Like fuck.
You feel me?
That's like winning the lottery.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. Let's talk weed etiquette. What's your weed smoking pet peeve? Or it can be growing too.
Just for like the smoking action of
Smoking, it could be growing. Your cannabis.
I don't like people that fucking promote their own shit like it's the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like if somebody else does it and you repost it, great. But I hate people that say this is the best thing smoking or like it drives me nuts. Because like even if it's really good, there's something that's better. And like
of course,
your next one might be trash. You know what I'm saying? So it's just annoying. That's probably the biggest one. The bolstering.
I like it. The bolstering. Stop bolstering.
Motherfucker, there's a difference between growing 9-10 lights and then having a huge, like, there's just levels.
Yeah.
You know, to produce fire weed at scale is way different than anything under 20 lights. Like, it's not even the same.
For sure.
Thing.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah. What is your favorite place to smoke?
Favorite place to smoke? The grow room, probably.
That's a good one. That comes up a couple times.
You know, whether you should smoke in there or not, I don't care.
Right.
You know, I'm smoking in that bitch.
Right.
If I'm defoiling, I'm doing bottoms, which I still do a shitload of today.
Yeah.
You know, like I got a joint in my mouth, and half the time it's not even lit. But I'll be sitting there and
it's just a comfort thing.
Fucking hours, dude.
Yeah.
Hours. I'll have that shit in my mouth, just defoiling, just vibing.
I'm the same way. Not defoiling, but you know what I mean. Like, I work with. I'm like the old fucking guy with the mouth, in the mouth. You feel me?
It's fucking,
light it up every once in a while.
It's like you know you're in uniform. You know you got your joint in your mouth. You're fucking working.
That's right. Yeah, it's been mowing the lawn and shit like that. Yeah, I'm with that. What is the first smoking device you ever had to MacGyver?
Probably a can.
Can?
Yeah.
Good old can.
Can.
Check this out. Bobby Bags was here yesterday, and he was telling me that one of his friends, he does like it's like a bowl. Like he made it out of ceramic, and it's Coca-Cola can. It's a tin can.
Oh,
you could actually smell. It's safe to smoke.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen like the tin can ceramic bowls before.
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. So how about if one strain described you?
No, subscribe.
They subscribe to you.
That cereals, huh?
That cereals got me, man. If one strain described you, what would it be and why?
One strain? Dude, strain to describe me. I'm trying to think of like an attribute of a strain.
That's usually what people go with, like an attribute. Like Bobby Bags was Gelinade. Because he's, you know what I'm saying, it's a little sativa hybrid. He's up, you know what I mean, up and at him.
I'd say I'm OG.
OG?
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm OG.
That's a fire name. I like when people say that. I'm an OG.
You know, like, just,
You've been in the game forever.
I'm only 32.
And you've been,
So.
Young OG.
You know, I grew up quick.
You could tell you're ahead of your time, man. You're wise beyond your years.
Grew up fucking quick, dude.
Yeah.
Now I'm giving my kids to the childhood, you know, like, they're getting the childhood, so it's
good.
You know, it's fucking dope.
That's good, man. I love it. I don't know how we didn't cover this, but what was the first time you smoked weed like?
So the first time I ever hit a joint, I was 7.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was 7 years old.
What happened at 7, my friend?
Yeah,
and you've now set the record for youngest blazer.
But like, I don't think I got high.
Okay.
And then it was just with this kid, fucking Michael Basile. It's kind of funny. Like, he got his ass on Facebook. You know, like it's hilarious. But he had a joint. I hit it one time. Was whatever. You know, I was around it. I knew what it was.
Right.
I didn't really think nothing of it. I don't remember getting fucked up. But then I was 10 years old because it was right after the whole 2000 shit. You know, I remember the Y2K, the computers were going to melt down.
Oh, you remember that? We were tripping out,
yeah,
bro.
so like it was after that. My mom had some Jamaican red hair, and I stole some of it, and which was like a crazy sativa. You know, a really elongated red hair sativa.
Yep. Had it
more,
once.
not even a bud structure to it, but like calyx on a stick. You know, like just fucking barely little budlets all the way up it.
Yeah.
You know, and then I remember smoking some of that, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
I fucking
Probably
freaked
had a
out.
good one to start with.
Yeah, I freaked out. We were playing Dreamcast. You know,
Okay. So I
some
know what
racing
year it
game.
is.
Fucking freaked out. Like, oh, my mom's gonna shoot me. I stole her weed. Her boyfriend's gonna shoot me and all this shit, I guess.
Oh no, you went way
And
left.
My friends, actually, it was with older people too. I was like, they were probably like 13, 14. I was like 10.
Okay.
You know, and they fucking took me, walked my ass home. And then I remember,
10.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I lived in an apartment complex called like the Commons. It was right on this river. And I was like, fuck, I'm not going in the house. So I
Right.
literally walked out back through the woods and just sat on the riverbank.
Oh, just get your fucking head together.
Fried. Just fried. It was wintertime too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it was interesting.
Did you have a jacket on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I was suited
cool.
up. I
Cool,
was
cool,
running
cool.
the streets, bro.
That's right. That's right.
I was running the streets at that age. You know, we had no fucking guidelines. You know, I
Zero.
could do whatever I wanted.
Yeah, man, I can relate, bro. I can definitely relate.
I was
Were your
getting
parents
caught
cool
up.
with it? Were you smoking?
I don't think she found out that time. I'm sure she
Okay.
accused and like thought of, you know, like my sister was 16 upstairs smoking bong rips. You know, I was 10. My sister was 16. Like the second time I smoked was like a bong rip with Mountain Dew in it. I remember
Ooh.
they had Mountain Dew in the bong, and I remember taking a bong rip and then going back on the Napster and downloading shit.
Napster days,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
That was like probably
Shit was lit back then.
that was probably
bro.
the same year, 2010 or 2000. I was 10. I'd say that'd probably be the second time I smoked weed. But I'm trying to think if she ever got mad at for me smoking weed. Other than stealing it, I don't think I ever got in trouble for smoking it.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? I got in
Same,
trouble
bro.
for stealing the shit.
I did too, bro. I got caught. My mom used to have this Mickey Mouse little tin lunchbox. She kept all her shit in. My dumb ass left it on her bed, bro, like an
They
asshole.
had a grip. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, yeah,
I'd go
this
there,
wasn't
I'd
a big
take
stash.
handful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd go in and grab a handful of that shit. And like, for
Yeah,
the
I was
longest
hitting
time,
the
I
head
didn't even
stash.
like to smoke it. I'd just fucking give it to my friends, you know, trying to be cool or something.
Oh, no
You know, I'd
shit.
take it and be like, here, you guys want some weed?
Damn, bro, you
Longest
just
time.
taking that shit just
Yeah,
to give to
bro.
the homies.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
fucked
what's
up.
up. That is fucked up. I mean, you're a cool friend, but
I was a
Damn,
teen, bro.
dog.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was just hanging
you
out
were
with
young,
other
bro.
kids.
You were young.
And like, I didn't have much times like that. Most of the time, I was on the farm or I was on the sawmill or like working somewhere.
Yeah.
So the majority of my time was spent working with Bruce.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, you know, it was a blessing and a curse. You know, because I
Yeah.
can fucking fix anything, build damn near anything, but also got my ass beat like crazy. So it's just like,
Yeah.
it's a trade-off, dude.
It sure is.
Yeah, and like a crazy story about that guy, he lost his mind a couple years ago and like thought that like God was telling him to go find some gold and shit. And then went off and like
Oh, boy.
went in some like psychosis out into the woods and literally wandered the woods for like 4 days until he died of exposure.
He
And
died?
Yeah, they found him like half eaten by animals and they had to identify him by a tattoo.
What? What's died from exposure? What does that mean?
Just like being out there with no food and drinks. And
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
psychosis, just exposure to the elements.
Oh, exposure to the elements. I got you. Oh, man. And he got eaten by animals?
Yeah,
What state was this?
upstate New York.
Probably bears.
Dude, it could have been
Could have been
a bunch of shit.
a bunch of shit, yeah.
Yeah. But what was cool is I got to FaceTime him one time. My cousin was over there, and at this point he was cracked out. You know, he was fucking smoking crack.
Oh, no.
And I got to FaceTime him in my grow room. You know,
Oh, nice.
And got to show him my 22 lighter. You know,
Oh,
and got to
man.
see all that.
That was probably a proud moment for him, man.
Because it's like it's a love hate with that guy. You know, like
Yeah.
a piece of shit, but maybe a beast. You know, so
Right.
that's
Right. That's it. It's
even-
a weird
even
thing
upstream.
about life, man. It's a weird thing about life and mentors, you know what I'm
I
saying?
worry about my kids too. You know, like,
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I put their ass through some adversity.
You do, because shit's real easy and comfy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You really do.
But compared to even when I was a kid, shit's way different. So.
Way different, bro.
And they growing up, they they got money, they got fucking structure. They're living like fucking middle class white kids.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want them to have the traumas, man. But the problem with that is, not the problem with that, but what the catch-22 is, they don't get the hard adversity that life can throw at you. You know what I mean? That we had to deal with. So, it's whatever though.
I'm sure they'll have their own. But
what do they say? Every third generation has to break through it, because you'll have a generation. You'll be the third generation that has to work hard to break that curse, break whatever funk you're in.
I know the saying.
And then, the next two are soft because you set them up with a nice life, and then somebody's going to fuck it up, and then it's rinse and repeat.
Yeah, there's a whole saying. It's hard times make strong men make easy times make weak men.
There you go.
Like
there you go.
And then it just starts the cycle all over again. Weak men,
there it
hard
is.
times. So it just starts it all over again.
There it goes.
I think that's the same concept.
No, that's literally the same concept. That actually goes with what I was saying. I'm glad that was perfect. You put that in there. For real.
Fucking listen to Joe.
Now we can make it into a reel. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. So check this out. I know you've been growing for a while. Give me a crazy grower story. Shit went fucking down. You had to get the fuck out of there. I know you already gave us one.
Yeah, so I'm sure you got another good growth story is, I'm trying to think which one I want to hit with here. I would say, all right, so I had one spot going, and I had some trouble. I had some fucking feds show up to one of my properties.
Ooh.
I wasn't there. I had a trimmer there. Called me, like, oh, the feds are out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking unmarked, like, actual feds.
Damn, bro.
So I was like, all right, I had an idea what was going on. So I had to clean out, a couple spots that I had plants going and shit and move them around. So, like, I had to have the guys literally harvest from, like, 10 at night until 9 o'clock the next morning, driving it 25 minutes from one farm to another to then hang it and dry it to have nothing come of it. Oh, literally, yeah, dude.
But the feds ain't pinch you?
No, nothing came of it, bro. Nothing came of it, dude.
It was a pump fake or what?
I just ignored the problem, and there was no actual connections, so I just stuck back, and
hey,
who knows? Maybe they're watching right now.
Right. Oh shit!
But yeah, that was a pretty good one, just because we freaked out, and then nothing happened.
Yo, Bobby said damn near the same story.
Really?
Yesterday, yeah, freak. It's damn near the same story.
Yeah, like I've had people try to rob me,
and they almost chopped too.
Yeah, we chopped.
Oh, you did chop.
Yeah,
okay.
We did chop, and then drove.
You chopped and moved it. Yeah.
25 minutes to another property, emptying out bedrooms, putting up trellis to hang the shit in bedrooms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like whole night escapade. Fucking. I was like, I'll give you guys. I forget if I gave them 500 or a rack each. I was like, we got to stay up all night.
Let's go, boys.
Yep.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, my rider dies.
So if you could smoke with two people, who's it gonna be? One that's still with us, one no longer with us.
No longer. I'd have to probably go with old Brucey.
Bruce.
Just cause.
You're the fellow you were just talking about?
Yeah. The guy that kind of gave me a good foundation of pretty much everything.
Yeah, man.
Showed me how to operate.
Showed him how to operate like a man when he was a young boy.
And then living, who I want to smoke with right now? I don't know. I had to say maybe like Arjun or something like that, or one of the fucking OGs, him or Franco just died. Franco Loja.
Yeah, man.
Been dope. Somebody like that. Just an OG.
I really wanted to meet him, man. Franco. He was Italian. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the guys, one of the originals.
Adam Dunn would probably be cool to smoke with.
Absolutely,
legend.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's on the list for sure.
Yeah, because that's one of the podcasts that really educated me on the industry a lot. Was the Adam Dunn Show? Fucking listen to that for years.
I've never heard that one, man.
Really? They got thousands of them.
Oh no shit.
Like real legends. Like I was considering saying Frank Gigax, who was a guy that got caught, I think, in Arizona. And what he was doing is he was building like football field sized basement grows underneath developments of houses. Oh, yeah, and he had I forget how 20,000 plants or something like that when he got caught. And this was like in the 90s.
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, there's some real OGs in this shit, bro. And some of them are coming out the cuts. Like Randy Lanier just did the
I just
show.
listened to that one.
Bro,
Saltwater Cowboy. That shit was sick.
Saltwater Cowboy. I didn't know about this guy either, man. These guys are big dog and shit, bro.
That's
like Boston George type shit.
That's the kind of shit that's way more intriguing to me than these trappers.
Totally, man. Oh, come on, man. That's movie shit. You can make a movie out of all them cats, bro. Yeah, it's great. Stoner habit. You got any?
Stoner
Habits. For example, I always throw my clothes in the dryer and never turn the dryer on. Did it 2 days ago.
Oh, fucking responding to people.
Responding to people?
Dude, I'm sorry,
He
everybody.
ain't hitting you back?
Yeah, like, I'm pretty bad with it.
He means well, folks.
Yeah. Like, but I get high and then I'm self-centered with the work, you know? So, like, if I didn't have to deal with anybody and just grow my weed and shit like that, that's perfect. So
Yeah.
definitely getting back to people, probably the worst thing I'm at.
He's getting better. He's getting better. Begrudgingly. What's the most good pizza you ever gifted somebody, man?
I sponsor a bunch of skaters.
Oh, nice. Who?
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you sponsor, man?
Kanan and Dalton Dern.
Nice.
You know, they're shredders. And then who else a lot right now? And then I haven't really honestly been sponsoring the same ones I used to, but I had Beagle for a little while. You know, he was part of Death Wish and Baker and all those.
Hell yeah.
And then, yeah, mainly that's it. Kenny Day. You know, he was just up here working with me. Sponsor him. I'm trying to think of who else. That's pretty much it. That's
Nice.
the main crew.
Nice.
And I give a couple other people some shit, but I'm not going to mention them just because they got big sponsors.
I got
just,
you.
Just homies that have like bigger sponsors that can't even really have a weed company.
No doubt. No doubt. I know one of them.
Yeah,
He's
you know one of them.
He's a fucking monster.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
that's pretty much
That's
it.
cool,
I give
man.
About,
That's
cool.
cool.
What I give a QP a month, ounce a week.
Oh, that's dope, bro. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's
They
nice.
smoking good. Skating
Smoking real good. Smoking good. Skating good. So if your brand was a band, who would it be?
good.
And you can pick multiple.
Well, if it was a band, like musician style.
No. Just band is in, it could be Wu-Tang, it could be
Oh, okay.
Metallica, it could be Frank Sinatra. Those
I'd
are mine,
say-
just out of.
Bro, I say the Lil Wayne from like 07.
Oh, I like it. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the fucking Drought. You
The
know what I'm saying?
Drought
is over.
series, crazy.
Like all the mixtape Lil Wayne's from that piff. You know.
You could just say mixtape Lil Wayne, and
Yeah.
I will accept that as an answer.
New
That's a good
Orleans
one.
Nightmare, fucking all those.
Yeah, you would
Because that
tap
was
that, bro.
that was like the only shit we were listening to when we were skating hard and I was trapping hard.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like,
For sure. I like it. Favorite plug from back in the day?
favorite plug. I'd have to say this guy Jay, who was this old man who used to do like the parking lots from the Grateful Dead shit. He was an artist. He used to like make bowls and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
And he used to make these huge castle sculptures that like, well, the bowl would be way over here and you'd hit it from like a castle thing over here.
No
and
shit.
like he had crazy stories, you know, like this old man Jay.
Old man
And,
Jay.
He had a dude that would grow the window and they would only have the certain harvest, 400 an ounce all the way up. And it was just the fire.
400 ounce all the way up, bro.
Yeah.
What strains?
Just the window,
Oh, the window.
which was like a TK, I think.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
You like a
called it the
TK?
window, yeah.
Nice. I like
This
it.
guy, the grower, had got caught with 13 tons in tractor trailers and did like 9 years. And then got out and then just started growing the window and then only do that.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
See what I'm saying? Like, them OGs back then, bro, they're fucking
bro, this dude would
monsters,
be there.
bro,
I'd
just
be there picking up an
nothing
ounce.
stopping, bro.
And like this guy would be there and I knew who it was. I knew it was him. This man would not talk to me, would not look at me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even exist.
Nah, bro.
Like,
They knew how to keep shit silent back then, bro. It wasn't all this Instagram flex and shit like that.
yeah, I would never say anything to him. You know, just because I inferred,
You knew better, bro.
I inferred that's who he was.
Everybody
I'm
knew
not
better,
gonna
bro.
do that. So.
We all knew our place, you know? Shout out one of your mentors that had a big impact on your life and maybe some of the best advice they ever gave you.
I'd have to say this guy Ron Stearns, who was like, he's an older man. He's a friend of my mom's. He kind of like took me in for a bit when I was getting off of like doing a bunch of drugs and shit. Like, so I started going to college and stuff. I lived with him. He like helped me pay for my college, gave me a place. And he used to always tell me like, Jade, one day you're gonna be a millionaire.
Hell
He used
yeah.
to tell me that all the time. And he was like an old Southern white man, you know, fucking good dude.
Bro, I love the fact that he told. What age were you when he told you that?
Oh, dude, I was in early 20s.
I love the fact
So,
that he
like, I
told
knew
you
him
that,
from
bro.
the time I was like 17, you know, that's when I met him. But then I went through a bunch of shit from 17 to 20. And then around 21, I moved back to Florida. And that's when, like, he really helped me out.
Bro, that's great. That's great advice to give somebody because you'll fuck around and believe him.
Yeah,
Or
and
your
like, I didn't even think
subconscious will
about
catch it
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and be like, you know what? That dude seen something in me. You know what I mean?
Like,
Sometimes it only takes one person to say something.
That's what it was. He sees something in me. He believed in me. And like, he just didn't judge me either. You know, he was always there, had good advice, legit dude. You know, I still talk to him to this day.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen, on June 16th, get him something, man. Buy him a cup of coffee, shoot him a dub. You know, give him an ounce. No. Since you like giving out
I don't even think he'd be with the weed.
Nah?
No, I don't think he'd be fucking with the weed.
Okay.
No, National Plug Day.
National Plug Day, bro. You know what time it is.
Happy birthday, fool.
Thanks, man. So you fuck with psychedelics?
I have, not really. You know, I've grown them. I've done them. You know, I talked about mushrooms, obviously.
Yeah.
Done my fair share of acid.
You got any crazy stories for us?
When it comes to that shit, like, I've dropped at school before.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to leave at school one time. That was pretty interesting.
That's very intense.
But the first time I ever did mescaline, I was fucking leaving Cocoa Beach.
Okay.
And like with some friends.
I know Cocoa Beach.
You know what I'm saying? We're going down the 408, or no, the Beeline. It was the Beeline is the name of the highway.
Okay.
And where my buddy fucking Patrick, shout out Patrick Mulvaney, one of my best friends, he was driving, he had a fucking Hummer H3. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we were at a contest, a skate contest with this company called Off the Rick, which was like a surf skate company that I was sponsored by. Nice. And like we did the contest and shit. And at this contest, we had a party bus. And like we were getting fucked up on the party bus, then going back to the skate park to skate. My buddy Pat fucking tumbles down the whole rolling and shit, causes a whole scene. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like all kinds of shit.
Shit.
I ended up getting 4th place. You know what I'm saying?
Tripping balls?
No, I wasn't doing anything at the time. Okay. I was serious about skateboarding. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing shit. Like afterward, I did. But like I was there to skate the contest. Oh, cool. You know what I'm saying?
What was your line?
Well, like exactly, I did a nose grind on a rail, a nollie half cab, a tray flip up, a step up, a nollie flip down an 8, and then I did a front big spin on a hip. And I think that was the line. Like I remember it pretty clear.
God damn, bro! Clear. A nollie flip down an 8.
Yeah, that was normal then. Damn, but like, you know, I'd probably do that now, honestly. But like I was skating with like Clive Dixon in that contest. Oh, yeah, he's the one that won. He won.
No shit, I remember him.
Clive Dixon, you know, he's still killing it.
Yeah, no shit. I was fuck.
But he was skating that shit, and I forget who else. But anyway, we went to fucking after that. We went to the guy that owned the company's house. They were doing blow, drinking, smoking. Mm-hmm. I took some mescaline, and then we were driving down the fucking Beeline. Lights on, like and he's got my friend Pat wants to pull over to put ketchup on his fucking burger. Well, I got drugs on me. We're all fucked up, drinking, all fucked up.
Yeah.
Rolls down the windows. It's cold. Cars are flying by. Parked on the side of the highway. I'm tripping balls. You know, I'm right behind him. And he's sitting here trying to put ketchup on his fucking burger while we're all fucked up, easily about to get arrested. You know what I'm saying?
You never pull over on the side of the highway.
So I'm like, oh, we've got to fucking go. So I start grabbing him by his fucking hair, like smashing his head up to the side, trying to get him to go and shit. And then he fucking literally sat there and took it, put the ketchup on his burger, and then fucking took off like 100 miles an hour. And then I'm tripping balls. The fucking toll lights are flying by me and shit. And like, that was probably the craziest trip experience that I had.
Damn,
as far as just tripping so hard that I didn't even know where I was.
Yeah.
Like I've done that where I just could only see like objects and shapes and shit.
Yeah.
But that was just too much.
Too much sauce.
But yeah, that was like, you know, a skate contest, all the fucking debauchery from that day. And then to end it with that, it was just fucking an insane day.
Yeah, it was a cool day.
Yeah, fucking.
Most people don't get to experience a day like that.
Oh, dude. Well, if you were hanging out with me, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Me and the boys, bro.
Me and the boys.
Yeah, like that Off the Rick thing was like a party company pretty much.
Yeah.
And it kind of encased our high school. You know, like everybody was like saying Off the Rick. You know, like I got a tattoo of it right here. First tattoo I ever got.
No shit, bro.
But like it was
a popping ass skate shop, damn.
It was a fucking skate and surf company.
Oh, a company.
That did like models and shit. They had like models that they would take to events and stuff.
Okay.
Really, it was a front.
Off the Rick, you know like off the Richter scale, right?
Yeah, exactly. Literally, it was really a front, but you know, they just had memorabilia, models, did skate contests, shit like that.
Hey, that's cool.
Sponsored a bunch of punks.
Yo, back then it was so raw, bro. This is 90s, right?
Yeah.
Early 2Gs, 90s?
That would have been, no. This is fucking 2006.
Yeah. Early 2Gs.
That's when I met that super guy who ended up buying me that QP and then introduced me to my partner now, who like, legit the most solid dude ever. We don't argue. We've never had an argument. We've never not followed through with what either one said.
Nice.
That's like the biggest thing. Like I don't tell him something. Huge. I don't question anything. He doesn't tell me anything. I don't question.
And this is your partner that helps you.
He's my partner 50-50 with everything I do.
Oh, cool.
Everything that I've done since I like really started growing a lot, he's been my partner.
That's dope.
You know, with Buck Mountain and every other venture we've done.
That's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, solid as fuck. I'm not gonna say his name.
No, we're not gonna say his name, man.
He ain't an Instagram guy.
No. He keeping shit Scooby-Doo, man. I respect it.
Yeah, he's fucking...
So we're gonna hit you with some rapid fires before we get up out of here, man. Ready?
Yeah.
One word answers. Do you like to smoke in the hot or the cold?
Hot.
LED or HPS?
HPS.
Living soil or cocoa?
That one's hard, dude. There's not really a one-word answer for that.
But,
But,
you can say both?
I'd say, honestly, I grow more in cocoa than living soil.
Okay.
You know, actually more square foot in living soil, but my production's in cocoa. So I grow both, dude. I can't even say.
Yeah, both's cool.
Yeah, both.
Both's
Let's
cool.
do both.
Bongs or bowls?
Bongs.
Joints or blunts?
Joints.
Cold start or hot start? If we're talking dabs.
Whatever you serve me. You know?
Okay, cool.
However you want, if I can give you the
However you
dab,
wanna do
I'll
it.
take it.
Rig or Puffco?
If I have to choose, it'd be a rig. I like smoking off of the actual pipe versus the actual like
For sure. Tray flip or hard flip?
tray flip all day.
All day.
Yes.
No slide or tail slide?
Tail slide all day.
Kick flip or heel flip?
Kick flip.
Regular or goofy?
I'm goofy.
Okay. A lot of people ain't gonna catch some of that, but like as a skateboarder, like those are like your go-to tricks for them little genres of tricks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a skateboarder.
You said heel flip?
Kick flip.
Kick flip? Yeah, me too. I'm a kick flip guy. Beavis or Butthead?
The fucking blonde one. He was cooler to me. I don't remember.
That was Beavis.
Okay.
Beavis. Yeah. Street smarts or book smarts?
Street.
Ren or Stimpy?
The fat one. I forget which was which.
Stimpy.
Okay, Simpy. Yeah.
SpongeBob or Patrick?
I like SpongeBob, I guess.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
I would say Mortal Kombat.
Marvel or DC?
Fucking dude, I don't even know the difference.
You like Wolverine?
Yeah.
You come with us, Marvel.
Yeah.
Regular doinks or hash holes?
Regular.
Pass that shit or I'm smoking this to the face.
Pass it.
Football or baseball?
Skateboarding.
That answers my next question. This doesn't even make sense to ask you to bike or skateboard.
Skateboard for sure.
80s or 90s?
90s. I wasn't even here for the 80s.
NorCal or SoCal?
NorCal.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza. Simple.
Let's go. We're on a fucking roll, guys.
Yeah, come on, dude.
We're on a roll. Pizza's
Don't
coming back, man.
disrespect. Don't
You feel me?
disrespect. Don't disrespect.
Beach or snow?
Snow.
The Wire or The Sopranos for your opportunity for a perfect score on the Good Pizza Show?
Well, obviously, I'm going to say Sopranos if I wanted a perfect score, but I've never watched either one, really.
Okay, cool.
I've seen, clips of both.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Perfect score. Automatic or revolver?
Automatic, I'd have to say. It's more, useful, I'd say. Like,
Yeah.
if I had to choose, I'm taking an automatic.
No right or wrong answer. Shot of 151 or a hot dab?
Oh, dab. I was like, what the fuck? I haven't drank alcohol in like 8 years.
Yeah. So a shot of 151 would be rough.
Yeah, no.
Dirt bike or four-wheeler?
Dirt bike.
Gelato Runs Terps or OG Gas?
OG gas.
Tupac or Biggie?
I'm going to have to say Biggie. Just because...
There's no right or wrong answer. You don't gotta explain to me, player. You don't gotta explain to me.
I had a skate video to Machine Gun Funk once, and that shit was one of my favorites.
Nice, bro. That's a good one. That's a real good one. Last question.
That's nice.
Wu-Tang or Death Row? Yes, the chef.
I'd just say Wu-Tang.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Overall message is better. More weed.
Yeah, for sure.
Less black on black crime.
Yeah.
More educated.
For sure. Let me ask you this before we get up out of here. This is where we do the This Fucking Guy segment.
Okay.
So if you have a This Fucking Guy story, you're more than welcome to share. If not,
As in, like, something that, like, rubbed me the wrong way. Kind of like, what the fuck?
Could have been funny. Could have been like, yo, this fucking guy, man. What the fuck's he doing? It could be funny. It could be crazy. It could be whatever.
I'd have to say it's all these dudes fucking with the cops. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like the big brands partnering with fucking ex-police enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this fucking guy.
That's an automatic card vote. You'll never win that back. Like,
right.
Yeah. There's no amount of money. There's nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
I like it. That's a good. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
So before we get up out of here, man, I'd like to share with people, how we met, and who do you know that I should know, who I should get on the show. So we met on Instagram, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit you on the DM. It was I shot out a couple references, as you should.
Checked out.
I'm sure he checked me out. My fucking resume was clean.
Jersey, New York,
Jersey, New York. We had that going. You know what I'm saying? Distant cousins.
As far as who do I think you should know? Well, definitely get my boy Gringo Farmer on here because all the other guys.
Oh, Gringo Farmer, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's actually going to be coming out here to visit.
Where does he live, man?
He lives in Hawaii. That's the dude with Gringo and shit.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's
yes,
if I got he's one of my best friends.
Oh, cool, man.
Like I consider him damn near a fucking godfather of my kid type of shit.
Nice, bro. Oh, hell yeah.
He'd be good. And then as far as local people, who would be dope to get on here? I'll have to say my buddy Daniel from Down Elm. Get him.
Daniel,
because he's a different side of the industry.
Daniel, what's his name?
His farm is Down Elm Farms.
Oh, Down Elm, yeah. I think I know him. I think we've talked on the phone. Maybe. So we do a lot of business with all the farms up there in the Grass Valley Co-op.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Down
Elm
different
Farms,
pace. Saying compared to everybody else that's been on here.
Yeah, did his farm burn that last year?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm thinking of a different farm.
A lot of smoke around, but didn't burn specifically.
Gotcha. Yeah, I fucks with everybody up there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, just because everybody you've had on here is more like the hype people and stuff like that are on the more, I guess, industry side of it. He's more down culture, grassroots type shit.
Yeah.
Real community based.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I love to see it. Love to have him on, man. Sure. Absolutely. So how can we help you, bro, on your mission? How can I reach into my network and help you out, brother?
Just keep doing cool podcasts.
I can do that.
I
can definitely do that.
Repost the fire.
Yeah.
Just watch, see what we do.
Are you going to be in any stores anytime soon? You got anything coming up we need to know about?
So we're working on a whole new packaging scheme, you know what I'm saying, with display boxes where we'll be doing the QP boxes of the jars and all that shit. But as of right now, everything goes through Palm Desert area. We have the distro and the delivery service down there.
So they can only get the Buck Mountain Fire down south?
Yeah, and it's all white labeled for the most part. Through the delivery, you might get some Buck jars.
Okay.
But, I'm not even going to shout out the brands that buy the shit because I don't even know. That's my partner's whole deal.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
some brands don't want to know that.
Yeah, there's some brands that you definitely know from that LA area that have bought some of the shit. And
nice,
probably sold it as indoor for fucking 27 and 8th or whatever.
That smoking, that what we smoked is smoking better than a lot of indoor I've smoked lately, bro. I'm only really smoking Fugazi Chef and
Chef
some
Fire,
old ass
chef.
Indie at the time. Yeah, the chef. Yeah, it's nice.
I like it. Very smooth.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit, bro. I appreciate you coming through, dog, and sharing your story. Talking good pizza. That was fucking awesome, man.
Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah, man. Well, yo, you already know. Like, subscribe, share the podcast, subscribe to the Patreon. We got some dope shit dropping. We got the beans dropping, the hoodies dropping. Till next time, we'll see y'all soon. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.